website at beonair.com/Lombard or call us at 630-916-1700 to set up a tour and see all the hands-on training you can receive. The best part of the program is the job placement department that will help you find your first job in broadcasting. Just listen to what some of our recent graduates have to say about the program.
My name is Greg Easterling. I work for The Drive, 97.1 FM radio station in Chicago. I'm the DJ for them. It's very important to get those basics as far as broadcasting and to be in a place where you can get hands-on experience. And then when you get into an internship situation with a regular station, and you're valuable in a situation like that.
The Illinois Center for Broadcasting, where broadcasting careers begin.
You love sports, but you need skills to work in sports broadcasting. Hey, this is Herb Lawrence. Get those skills, like I did, at the Illinois Center for Broadcasting in Lombard. Get hands-on training for a career in sports radio, TV, or digital media. With internships at Chicago sports stations, job placement assistance, and affordable tuition, you can get started with a new career at the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Enrolling now for day or night classes, go to beonair.com/score. That's beonair.com/score.
It's time to kick off your career in radio or TV broadcasting. There's no better or faster way than the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Check out our website at beonair.com/Lombard or call us at 630-916-1700 to set up a tour and see all the hands-on training you can receive. The best part of the program is the job placement department that will help you find your first job in broadcasting. Just listen to what some of our recent graduates have to say about the program. Cheryl Scott with NBC5.
I think one of the most important things in the broadcasting industry really is getting a hands-on experience, and a lot of colleges and universities don't always offer that. Reach for, work for what you want to do, and stay extremely focused. And if you do that and stay positive, I think everything will fall into place.
The Illinois Center for Broadcasting, where broadcasting careers begin.
Yeah. And you say Shot City.
Welcome in, everybody, at SportsTownChicago.com. I am Cody Grant, along with my co-host John Stevens. We have Ryan Fahey as our producer. We are here at Babe Serpico Field in Melrose, Illinois, to see the Chicago Chaos take on the Zen Atomic Swarm. And John, how excited are you to do this game tonight? Home opener for the Chaos.
Yeah, it's a big game for the Chaos tonight, especially after the game they came off last week. There's a lot of stuff going on now. We have a band in the background. You can hear us. It's a temperature drop, probably about 15 degrees. Kickoff is going to probably be about 50 degrees. It's a little chilly, but I'm excited. The fans are excited. There's a lot of people here. It's a good thing. Yeah, we got a good turnout here in Melrose. And Chaos and the Swarm, two really different teams here. Chaos like to pass the ball. They like to do the air attack. With the Swarm, they're more of a running team. Last year, John, they actually had more rushing attempts and more rushing yards than passing attempts and passing yards. Well, Chicago Chaos is definitely the team you want to beat. In the last 3 years, as a season average, they averaged 453 points a season. In the 3 years, they've won the championship in the league 3 years in a row. So they're definitely on the top of the mountain. They're hard to beat. They're definitely where everybody wants to get. We're going to send it over to Steve Suffern, our sideline reporter.
Welcome here to Babe Serpico Memorial Field. Just got a pound from Chucky the Cheese. How awesome is that? Chaos are coming off of a great road win. They are the back-to-back-to-back three-time defending Gridiron Football League champions, and this should be a great game. Ryan and the boys, back to you.
Hey, Steve, I like the purple shirt you got on down there. It looks pretty nice. So we're back to up here, and we're about to get started in a few minutes. They're going to have a... see what's going on. We still have at least a minute before kickoff as the band's still here playing. They're going to get ready to do the Star Spangled Banner. These teams are still lining up at the 35. The Swarm's actually still on the field as the Chaos come running back off onto the field after they just did their team meeting. This is going to be a big game. Like you said, they're both undefeated. They won their first game. Swarm did it in better fashion than the Chaos did. But like I said, the Chaos has been the king for the last 3 years. They got a lot of work to do.
if they want to knock them off the top of the mountain. It's going to be a great game.
Yeah,
today.
now there were 4 games last week. The Swarm were the only team to pitch a shutout. They won 42-0, and just a heck of a game for quarterback Anthony Scott. Now, Anthony Scott last year, he didn't get a lot of opportunities throwing the ball. He finished with 1,080 yards, 9 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. He's more of a running quarterback. He actually ran for 338. But last week, he was the player of the week. He threw 5 touchdowns, only 14 attempts, and threw for about 165.
He's definitely dynamic, and there definitely has both sides of the game where he could either pass or run. So it's a double duo threat. And he's going to be able to do everything tonight if he wants to beat these Chaos.
Yeah, really tough quarterback to defend. You don't know if he's going to stay in the pocket or get out and start running. So we're down to getting ready for kickoff. Both teams in the Chaos on the huddle on the left. Now you got the captains in the middle of the field doing the coin toss. Now again, there's no kickoffs here in the GFL, the Gridline Football League. So the starting team will start from their own 30 as the players on the field start shaking hands. Now the Chaos walking off to their sideline. As John, like you said, it is getting pretty chilly out here. We're up in a booth up here, but we got the windows open.
Yeah, it is definitely a little bit chilly. Like I said, it's down to 55 degrees. They're going to be doing the Star Spangled Banner.
The band there playing the Star Spangled Banner, play for every Chaos game. Got the music going, the crowd getting rowdy here, and it's a great time to start football. Feels kind of like Friday Night Lights. I've been waiting a long time to get back into football with NFL offseason.
It's going to be great. It's a great atmosphere here. A lot of excited people ready to play. Like we said, this is the second game, so a lot of healthy people. It's not like there are anyone's injury, any big injuries that are going to force anyone from not playing this game like we might get later in the season. But
always an issue in football is how long can your team stay healthy. The Chaos, though, have had a lot of success. Like you said, 3 straight time. They've been to the promised land. This is their 5th season here in the GFL. And let's see if they can get one more this year. They're 1-0 to start this game against the 1-0 Swarm.
Yeah.
There's a really nice atmosphere here, John. The Chaos team getting ready on the field, Swarm on the other side. So it looks like the Chaos won the toss, so they're going to start with the ball. So this game will start with a kickoff. My apologies. Last year now they played 9-on-9 football. There were no kickoffs. This year they moved into 11-on-11 football, and now they will be kicking off from the 40. NFL kicks off on 35. So some rules are similar, some are different. Again, a different game here. It's semi-pro football.
It's all NFL rules. Everything will be normal. Last year they had kickoffs. They did no kickoffs last year, so that's something new with this.
They didn't do punts last year either.
No, it was a 30-yard reverse, but this year, like we said, they have a full roster, and here we go.
So getting set up for the Chaos. Number 14, Dominic Kozlowski. Righty kicks a low kick, bouncing, picked up at the 5, through the middle, breaks some tackles, getting wrestled down at about the 30-yard line of the Swarm. So Swarm will start off there, first down. And kind of a low kick there, John, by Dominic there.
Yeah, it was a squib kick. This first down is brought to you by the Chaos family, now includes a Chicago Force women's tackle football team, which is the 13th season and including 9 division titles, 3 conference championships, and 1 national championship. The women's sports features a full gear 11-on-11 NFL-style game. As the Swarm come out of the 1st and 10 on the 31-yard line. They're in the shotgun position, 2 receivers on the right, 1 up top, slot receiver, 1 running back in the backfield.
So quarterback for the Swarm is number 7. Draws back, hands it off up the middle on the shotgun run. Gains about 5 yards.
Hand off to number 22. About a yard. 2nd and 9.
So Swarm now 2nd and 9 from the 21-yard line. As they set up, they got 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left, 2 to the left. Shotgun, 1 halfback in the backfield. Anthony Scott out of the gun. Snaps the ball, drops back to pass, throws to the left on the screen pass. Caught.
He had nothing there. He was stopped. What number? I can't get his number yet. Number 15 on the stop for the Chaos. Marvin Roan Jr. on the big stop right there. It was a screen pass out. He maybe got a yard on the play, which brings up, I want to say,
third down
and long.
Third down. So 13:05 to go here in the first quarter. 3rd and long here for the Swarm. 3rd and 11, I've been told. As the Swarm get ready to set up out of the shotgun again. Anthony Scott, 3 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Running back in the backfield along with Scott. The snap, the drop, rolls out to his right, throws to his right. Caught on the sideline, hit, tripped up, and pushed out of bounds at the 31.
Lewis Stallworth was the first one to meet him there.
So good defense there for the Chaos.
Yeah, they were definitely not trickery on this first possession for the Swarm, as it causes 4th down, and here comes the punt team right now.
As we take a look at that replay, Trevor Scott rolls out. He really had nothing going there.
Oh, the Chaos were all over it. Sled with Stallworth, and you got number 52 on the back helping out too. Nick Olson with a big stop. Like what says, brings up 4th down.
And we talked about how good the Chaos offense is, but their defense was almost just as good. A very dominant team here in the GFL for the Chaos.
Taking a while for the Swarm's punt team to get into a formation where they want to get this ball away. Chaos looks like they're playing a conservative return.
As Swarm looks like they're playing a conservative punt block unit there. As the punt is off. It's a low line drive, not very hard. It's a player kicked up at the 45 over to the 48, 49. That's number 2 on the play. Defensive back, Michael Valente.
Well, these teams are switching out and putting their offense on the field. I want to say these refs that are head refs today is John Bosco with his assistants Tim Bendergas, John John Ferlito, Ken Kessler, and Jim Kettleson. So those are our referees today, like I said.
So the ball is marked near midfield at the 50.
The first penalty of the game has been declined.
First down for the Chaos.
It was a holding call that was declined.
Fans of Chicago Chaos is brought to you live by Trent Nofgars and
So the Chaos break huddle. Come to the line of scrimmage. Got 1 receiver on the left, you got 3 on the right. 1 halfback in the backfield. Quarterback, Anthony Iannotti, out of the gun. And it looks like we had a false start there, John, on the Chaos. So that play will come back.
Yeah, they were just a little too anxious to get off the ball there. It's the first play of the game for their offensive snap, so getting those little jitterbugs out of it, but it brings brings up a 1st and 15.
So Anthony Ionetti will come back out and try to get something going here for the Chaos on 1st and 15 from their own 45. Either shotgun, same formation as last time. 1 receiver to the left, 3 to the right. As Ionetti directs his receivers, snaps the ball, looks to the right on a bubble screen. Picked up, brought down, picked up a few yards, maybe up to about the 51, 52-yard line.
Yeah, he was met by Todd Bland. Todd Bland really stepped up and stopped him after he wasn't fooled.
As we take a look at that replay, it was a designed screen, and the swarmed to the ball, needless to say.
Oh, I apologize. It wasn't Todd Bland. It was number 14. I thought it was 44. I apologize. The name was Demaya Booth.
So KS now come back down on about 2nd and 11. 2nd and 12 maybe, due to the first penalty that cost them 5 yards. Now you got 2 wide receivers to the left.
They're in shotgun with a 4-receiver spread.
The toss, give him the backfield. He breaks through at the 50 now, down to the 45, outside to the 40, cuts back inside to the 30, down to the 20, inside of the 15. And that was Jarrell Johnson, running back for the Chaos, one of the best players on this team.
1st and 10, Chaos.
They look to him to carry the running load. Now, last year, like you said at the start of the broadcast, John, they didn't run the ball that much, but when they do, Johnson can take it all the way at any time.
Yeah, he's a threat on the field at any yardage, wherever they have the ball. You got to keep an eye on him. It reminds me of number 20, like Barry Sanders, but we can't go there yet with the comparison.
Hey, gentlemen, with the clock, it's not a running clock this year. It's NFL rules. Stop the clock when they say, when the refs are signaling, stop the clock.
So on the play now, it was a quarterback keeper by Ionetti to the left. He gets down, maybe about they're going to spot it and see what the spot is. I think it was near the 5.
Yeah, 4 quarters, NFL rules, no running clock.
So we've just been told to be 4 quarters, no running clock. There was last year. As we take a look at the replay on the quarterback keeper design play there, John, as he got tripped up, a nice run there.
Yeah, Jarrell Johnson is definitely tearing it up over to the left side there. They had some solid blocking on the left. Hopefully they come out of here again. It's going to be 1st and goal.
The shotgun right now looks to his left. Goes into Johnson. Johnson breaks the tackle, gets down to about the 4-yard line. So Jarrell Johnson.
Yeah, Anthony Ionetti is definitely getting the ball out pretty quick on these wide receiver screens. He's letting these running backs gain the yardage right out of the backfield, but the Swarm is not letting these guys off easy after they just let up 2 big plays.
So we have a 2nd and goal now for the Swarm. 7:27 to go here in the 1st quarter as they break huddle. Ionetti out of the shotgun again. 2 wide to the right, 2 to the left. Running back in the backfield alongside him. Receiver goes in motion, fake the handoff, drops back. Ionetti looking to his left. Pressure coming, can't get away. He throws it.
He tries to do a shuffle pass, but he's already back. I'm surprised they don't give him a sack. Number 40, Gerard Johnson, was all over him.
Let's take a look at the replay. He had some time at the start, then the Swarm came on that blitz.
The Swarm did not buy the play action at all when the receiver was in motion. They went right through it, and they didn't file for any trickery, which brings up 3rd down.
So still 3rd and goal, though, from a long way away.
He throws it.
He tries to do a shuffle pass, but he's already back. I'm surprised they don't give him a sack.
As Ionetti,
Gerard Johnson, was all over him.
Tried getting rid of that with a shuffle pass, just could not break away from that sack. So 7:01 to go.
When the receiver was in motion, they went right through it. They didn't file for any trickery, which leads up.
And he did get the ball away, so there was no sack on the play. As they so 3rd and goal. Ionetti out of the shotgun, goes on a slant pattern, right to him, could not make the grab. That was number 5, Lewis Stallworth. And he did get the ball away, so there was no sack on the play. It's James Former, number 6. Goes on a slant
Yeah, he
pattern.
definitely had to catch that ball. That ball hits his hands. That's a code of the receiver.
That was right to him, and James Former was a leading receiver last year. He had 15 touchdowns, led the team. As we take a look at that replay, it was a nice route run by James Former. It was right in his hands. You got to make that catch.
Yeah, he had a great, that was a good throw. He had time in the pocket to run his route, and he didn't make the catch, which brings up 3rd down. They're in a long huddle here. Swarmer ready to go. The last couple plays, the Chaos have been coming out in a 4-receiver spread formation, and they've been trying to use motion and play action. Let's see what they do here with being so close to the goal line. Maybe they might tighten things up.
As a third, and so here we go. Goal line play out of the shotgun again. 4 spreads, they run motion.
There's a timeout on the field.
Timeout.
And this timeout's going to be brought to you by other PSAs. Party Guard Chicago, founder and partner. We are all inclusive tour operating companies that promotes responsible entertainment for all your transportation and event planning. Needs go to partyguardchicago.com.
So, John, you saw in that drive, they had 2 running plays that went for big yardage. Pass plays, so they haven't been able to get too much down. They haven't looked downfield at all. I know you're at the 5-yard line now, but do you think they should go back to a running play even though being 3rd down?
Well, what was so good about those 2 running plays, it gave the offense to have some creativity to open up the play action. But like we had the first play action pass, which should have been a touchdown, the receiver dropped it. I believe it was Former that dropped it. And you shouldn't do that. That's what the whole running play is set up to do. And now they're coming out of a timeout. I wouldn't be surprised if they go to the run.
And again, this is SportsTownChicago.com. We're here at Babes Serpico Field in Melrose Park, Illinois, between the Chicago Chaos and the San Atomic Swarm. I am Cody Grant, along with John Stevens, producer Ryan Fahey. As we get back, coming out of the timeout, both teams getting ready, getting set. Very close to the goal line here, about the 3-yard line. As Ayanati under center, hands it off to Johnson. He pushes forward, and let's see if he gets in. No signal yet.
Umpires haven't signaled anything yet.
He's going to be short.
No, it's 4th down and a yard.
So 4th and a yard, and I say you go for it. You're 3-time champions here. It's a statement game for them. Last week, with the Swarm beating the team down 42-0, Chaos want to come out strong and shove it down their throats quickly. So we're going to have a 4th and goal from about the 1-yard line as the Swarm gets set up on defense. And Ayanati under center.
Swarm are playing a goal line defense. They got about 10 guys in a box with the flanker up top with 1 defensive back.
And he hands off to the fullback, and he's in for a touchdown. So the Chaos go up 6-0.
That's a touchdown for the Chaos.
And that's number 21, I believe.
I didn't get the number
21,
myself.
Desmond Perry.
It was 21.
No, 25. 25, I'm sorry. CJ Young. As he was lined up, they were lined up in the I for him there. Young was in front of Perry. So now the extra point attempt. Kicker Dominic Kozlowski is up, and there's a whistle on the play.
There's a delay penalty right now. The umpire ran out on the field during the extra point. They're saying the extra point's going to be good. So the kickoff team's running on the field for the Chaos.
And Ayanati under center.
Swarmer playing a goal line defense. They got about. So it is a touchdown. It's an official touchdown. There's 4:39 in the first quarter. They get their first touchdown of the game. It's up 7-0. The background by the DJ behind us, you can probably hear the music through our broadcast. If you can't understand what we're saying, we apologize. But they confirmed it as a touchdown as the Swarm still haven't left the field yet.
Well, I think they're trying to ask for some explanation on there. So now the Chaos is sending people back on the field now, sending some players out. I don't know. I don't know if they gave them that extra point.
They gave them the extra point. Then there's confusion. The umpires are now saying no. They have to re-kick the extra point. So what we saw about 3 minutes ago, the call was reversed. It was offsides on the defense. So now they're going to re-kick it. I don't know why they would re-kick it and take the point off the board. Once it's on the board, you leave it up there.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a wise decision. I mean, I don't know if you're trying to just give them extra practice, but you don't want it to happen. I mean, extra points, now about 99%, they're going to go in, but you never know. So the snap, the hold, and the kick is up, and it is good. So 7-0, no harm done there. So 4:20 to go here in the first quarter. Chaos with a 7-0 lead over the Swarm as the Chaos kicking unit gets onto the field.
All right, and that first touchdown has been brought to you by our broadcast sponsors and who make it making first payment are Gert Mouthguards and Iron Claw Tactical. Chicago Chaos brought to you live by Grit Mouthguards and Iron Claw Tactical. Your performance is worthy of more than a boil of bite. Grit Mouthguards is a custom mouthguard laboratory located in Melrose Park. Each of our mouthguards is carefully designed and handcrafted to our specifications. Visit at gritmouthguards.com.
So we're getting back ready to kick off for the Chaos with 4:20 to go here in the first. Again, this is sportsdownchicago.com, home of the Chicago Chaos. We will broadcast all Chicago Chaos home games. And we're here at Babe Serpico Field here in Melrose, Illinois. I am Cody Grant along with John Stevens. Ryan Fahey's our producer today. As Dominic Kozlowski getting set to kick off as he looks to the sideline. And he sets. Kick. There's another squib kick. Hits a Swarm player. Picked up at Dolvon around the 15, 16 yard. There's a flag, and I think it's going to be a late hit, John. That's going to go on the Chaos. That may be a 15-yarder. If you look at the replay, number 22, I believe, came in late. It's hard to see a guy in front of him.
It's a personal foul penalty.
So that's going to get the Swarm the ball. Hit to the helmet is the call. That'll go against the Chaos. So Swarm now will start in good field position.
He hit the guy when he was on the ground. That's what they're commenting on. As the Atomic Swarm come out of the huddle with their penalty given, it's going to be the ball starting on the 30. It's 1st and 10, 3 receivers at the top in a shotgun formation. Atomic come out in a four secondary back, 3 linebackers. As the Chaos come out, Swarm try to do a wide receiver screen. It was a bad throw at the ankles, and there's another flag on a play.
And we'll get the signal from the referee as they come together. And I think that's going to go into Swarm. That's going to go back.
Yeah, Anthony Scott definitely threw that ball really low. It was uncatchable for the receiver. You got to make that. When you're throwing a quick receiver, the best thing you can do is put it at his numbers or put it where he can start running, where he doesn't have to stop his momentum.
I'm really surprised today. We talked about how the Swarm is more of a running team. They come out passing a lot. Trevor Scott did have an excellent game last week, but even though he only threw 14 passes. So that's going to be a 15-yard penalty on the Swarm. Still waiting for ruling what it was.
So it's going to be 2nd and 25 from the 15-yard line. Pretty much takes away that 15-yard penalty they got in the kickoff for the personal foul.
So the Swarm now huddle as the Chaos are ready on defense. Swarm now break huddle. Anthony Scott comes to the line of scrimmage. He's out of the shotgun. 1 receiver to the right, 3 to the left. 1 running back behind him.
The Chaos are in a 3 linebacker formation.
The snap to Scott. He drops back, looks to the left, now rolls out to the right. Now throws over the middle. Caught by number 1 and brought down at about the 22. Making the catch on the play was their tight end, DJ Devon Jackson.
Michael Valente was right on top of that to stop him from getting any more than 10 yards, I guess, or 5 yards, was, I believe, what they got.
It was a good route and a good catch, but good tackling there by the Chaos. He got there quick. Jackson did beat his man to make the catch.
It brings up 3rd down in about 15 yards.
So the ball at the 25 of the Swarm as two to the left, 2 to the right. Scott out of the gun. Running back in the backfield. The snap. Handoff to the running back on the shotgun. That's number 22 of this Swarm. I'm sorry, 25, Artavius For 22, it is 22. Terrence Anderson.
Jake Truex, Jake Truex was the one who made the stop there and didn't fall for that play action. Or draw how it went. Brings up 4th down and long as Atomic Swarm are debating if they want to punt or play. And it seems like they're going to punt here.
Bring the punt team out, so.
Marvin Roan Jr. for the Chaos goes back at the 50-yard line to retrieve this punt.
And coming into punt is J.J. Juan Perez. So again, we have 2:47 to go here in the first quarter. The Chaos have a 7-0 lead over the Swarm. As both teams line up in formation.
The Chaos are playing more of a return punt formation than an all-out block.
And the Swarm do have one gunner on the right. And the punt is a short punt. It's going to bounce at the 50, at the 47, picked up
by Marvin Roan Jr.
He breaks a tackle.
Marvin Roan
Jr. At the 50, at the 45, down to the 40. He has blockers on his right. One man to beat, and he's brought down by the punter at around the 17-yard line. So excellent return there.
The punt returned by number 15. A great return brought down by the punter himself.
It was about a 30-yard return from Marvin Roan Jr. as he broke it to the left and just had open field. He had 2 blockers in front of him. I don't know how he didn't break that for a touchdown. He ran right into the kicker. Yeah, the kicker made the play.
Got brought down by the kicker. You don't see that very often.
No.
Usually when you have one man to beat, it's usually the kicker, and most of the time, more times than not, they do get by them. But nonetheless, excellent position now for the Chaos, as they're already up 7-0. A minute 30 to go here in the first quarter.
Their ball's at the 18-yard line.
18-yard line this spot, so yeah, 1st and 10 now in the red zone. They're 1 for 1 in the red zone today. They have 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. The shotgun is Anthony Iannito with Jarrell Johnson at running back. The snap. Throws to the left on a quick pass. Intercepted.
By number 15, Darius McKay, as he brings it all the way back down the sideline to the 50-yard line. There is multiple flags on the play. Hold on here. This might be going both ways. We'll see.
And it looks like he said it was a block in the back. So I believe the interception is going to stand. The flag came in on the return. So this will be Swarm ball.
Yeah, what a great play by Darius McKay. He didn't fall for anything, and he picked that ball up and just went right down the sideline. It looked like he had a great return, but it was a great thing that the running back caught up to them on that one.
So that's our first turnover of the game. As we take a look at it, Iannito eyeing his receiver the whole time, and there's a great break on the ball. Good hustle, though, by Johnson to make the touchdown-saving play.
All right, as the Swarm come out with the ball on the 35-yard line, Scott's in the backfield with 3 receivers, doubles 2 receivers to the top with 1 receiver in the background. As he does a hard count, he gets the Chaos to drop. It's a free play, and it's a catch. Is it a catch? No, he was out of bounds, the referee says. The line official says he was out of bounds. It was a free play because the whole Chaos defensive line jumped. So they're going to get a penalty on the play. Offsides.
Tell you what, though, lucky break there for the Chaos. It's a good thing they kept playing football there.
Yeah, it was a good hard count by Scott. They needed to get something started, and that's something that could possibly go. As the Swarm come out of the huddle, they have 3 receivers at the top now with 1 running back in the backfield, split to Scott's right with a receiver down low. Tyrone McGee's one-on-one matchup.
Chaos in a 4-3 defense.
Scott steps back. He scrambles to the right of the pocket. He tucks it as he goes right in the middle, and he's met by 2 Chaos linebackers.
That was number 59 who hit him first from the Chaos. That is Jake Truex, defensive lineman.
Truex.
So about a 1-yard gain on the play with all that running. So Chaos defense has been very good tackling the ball carrier. So we have a 2nd and 3.
Edward Nixon had his helmet off there for a minute, asking the referee where it went. A lot of contact, a lot of physical play on both sides of the ball here. The Swarm come out of the huddle with 3 receivers up top again. Same formation they've been running the whole time. Scott's in shotgun and a pistol pilot with a running back behind him. With McGee on the bottom of the screen. The Chaos don't jump this time as they hand it off to running back number 22, Terrence Anderson.
He was brought down on the play by number 99, Adam Nelson of the Chaos.
And it's going to bring up 3rd and inches. Maybe about a foot. What do you think there?
Yeah, it looks like about pretty close to it as we have a timeout on the field.
It's end of the first quarter.
So we'll be 1 quarter down. The Chaos up 7-0 over the Swarm. And we saw 1 turnover in the first quarter. That was by quarterback of the Chaos, Anthony Iannito. Otherwise, the Chaos has dominated this game. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back on SportsTimeChicago.com.
It's time to kick off your career in radio or TV broadcasting. There's no better or faster way than the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Check out our website at beonair.com/Lombard or call us at 630-916-1700 to set up a tour and see all the hands-on training you can receive. The best part of the program is the job placement department that will help you find your first job in broadcasting. Just listen to what some of our recent graduates have to say about the program. Cheryl Scott with NBC5.
So we are back here to start the second quarter. Swarm start with the ball as they finish the first quarter with it. Now the shotgun is for the Swarm. Quarterback Anthony Scott. 1 receiver to the left, 1 to the right. The handoff up the middle to the left. Number 25 is Artavius Nixon.
That was a 2-yard run up the middle as the Chaos come out of the first quarter winning 7-0. The Swarm have gotten the ball in the last 2 minutes of the first quarter, and they're on a drive right now. They had to get something to get a first down, so now it's 1st down and 10 from their own 48. This is their first down they got in all game. This is a big-time play.
And it came on a running play. And we said in the first quarter, tried to do a lot of passing with Anthony Scott, who, like we said, had an excellent game last week. But their main threat on offense is running back Artavius Nixon. Let's see if we get the ball a little bit more. So they come out 3 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Nixon in the backfield along with his quarterback Anthony Scott out of the gun.
Chaos are in a 4-3 defensive position with the 2 defensive ends standing up. See what
snap.
they do here.
A little bubble screen. Nice catch on the outside. Breaks it ends back to the left, about to over the 50 down to the 49. There was number 80 on the play. Jockey Moton.
He was met by a couple of linebackers from the Chaos, starting with Nick Olson and his crew. Nick Olson has been all over the field. He's had about 3 or 4 tackles, from my knowledge, already today.
Been one of the key players on defense for the Chaos, that is for sure. And it's now the Swarm on 2nd down, second about 7. Come to the line. They have a 4 wide receiver set, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. In the backfield is Artavius Nixon. Anthony Scott out of the gun. On the snap, drops back, looks to his left, scrambles to the right now. He has some room on the outside and runs out of bounds after about maybe, I don't know, he might have lost a yard on that one.
He got actually they're giving him 1.5 yards, 2 yards on the play. He scrambled to the right. He had nothing to do with it, so he had nothing but to bring the ball down and get some positive yardage out of the thing.
So it'll be 3rd down and 6 now. Swarm on the Chaos side of the field for the first time today in this drive. We have a 3rd and 6. It is 13 minutes to go here in the second. Swarm still down by 7. Come out of the shotgun. Scott with 1 running back in the backfield. It's Travis Nixon, 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Defense in a 4-3 set. 2 deep safeties. The snap to Scott. Drops back, looks to his left, down to the right. Dishes off to Nixon. Nixon on a spin move and brought down at the 49. He's going to lose a yard on that one. That's going to bring it to a 4th and 7.
Yeah, David Palma and the defensive backs on the Chaos were all over it. They were not letting them get any kind of room to expose after that catch, get any more yards after that catch. which brings up 4th down. And it seems like the Atomic Swarm are going to punt.
Yeah, I think it's too early in the game to go for it, especially on this. You're only down 7.
Marvin Roan Jr. for the Chaos is back there again to retrieve a kick.
And punting for the Swarm is number 2, Juan Perez.
As the Swarm have late entries getting onto the field for this protection. Once again, the Chaos doesn't look like they're coming in with an all-out block. We're here live at Babes for Pico Field. I'm John Stevens. Alongside of me is Cody, the big dog.
That's a new nickname I've heard. So a punt deep comes down, and the Chaos wise not to touch that one, as it is down at about the, about the 25, John?
Yes, it was down at the 26-yard line.
26-yard line. So the Chaos now will take over at their own 26-yard line.
While they switch over, we're going to do another this drive is brought to you by Greater Chicago Flag Football League, Director of Operations and Partner, www.chicagoflagfootball.com. Based in Melrose Park, co-ed ages from 5 to 18, powered by the NFL Flag, NFL Play 60, USA Football, and the NFL PPK. As we're back here, the Chaos come out of the huddle. They're lining up at their own 26-yard line. They have 4 receivers wide.
So Ianetti, lone, shotgun, motion, hands it off, out to the left. That's number 6. He's breaking downfield now. Now the 35, out of the 40, down to about the 44. That was James Former, the wide receiver, coming on that bubble handoff, reverse.
Yeah, the swing, it was a great running play because it caught a lot of the Atomic Swarm off as they tried to make it to cut them off on the angle. The Chaos already had blockers out there to get him a couple yards. He broke 2 tackles before he picked up, I'd say, probably about 14, 15 yards.
And they did that play with a play action in the first quarter when they're down by the goal line. So the Swarm come back out now, 1st and 15. Here, 10:34 to go. They're 7-0. They're at their own 43-yard line. Out of the shotgun is Ianetti. Draws back to pass, looks to his left. Looking to go deep, no one there. Scrambles outside. Former with the catch at the 43. He fumbles, and it's right in front of us, picked up by the Swarm.
Todd Bland is the one who recovered this one.
So that's already 2 turnovers, John, for the Chaos.
Number 44, Todd Bland.
So that's going to be Swarm ball now. They're going to have a 1st and 10 in Chaos territory at the 48. Still 7-0, but John, 2 turnovers we've seen. One from Anthony Ianetti and one there from their star receiver, James Former.
Yeah, it was definitely a big turnover there. The Swarm get the great field position. They possibly might get some points out of this drive. They're only down by a touchdown in the second quarter.
He fumbled. So as you see the replay there, the second turnover for the Chaos, it's costly one because now the Swarm had excellent field position. As Scott out of the gun, 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. They'd run the spread formation a lot. Nixon in the backfield at running back. The snap, drops back, scrambles, steps up now to the middle, does a juke move, still in the backfield. Spins around, finally goes down. Anthony Scott.
He breaks 3 tackles before Jamel Dudley finally stops him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 4 yards.
So some nifty moves, but it didn't get him anywhere.
No. It got him nowhere. All that energy wasted. We'll bring up 2nd down and 14. What a great play by the Chaos. They were not trickery. They haven't been tricked on any of the running plays. They've been group tackling on every play pretty much the Swarm have done. The Swarm haven't done anything really big except for the 2 big turnovers. That's it. Their offense hasn't done nothing. Let's see if they do something here as they get the ball in the 50 as they come out in shotgun. 3 receivers to the top of the screen.
So Scott drops back out of the gun. The snap. He looks over to the right at his coach.
Looks like the coach sent in an audible.
Play. So he's got 1 receiver to his left. Like you said, 3 in the top of the screen. Scott drops back to throw. Now he scrambles to his right. Tries to get rid of it. He's brought down for a sack by number 44.
James Bergens brings him back for another.
And And this Chaos defense has been stout today. Their offense has not been.
Their defense has been all over. Their defense is the reason why they're still in this game right now. Their defense, I think their defense has pushed them back more than the Atomic Swarm's offense has gone forward. This Chaos defense it's not an eye team. It's definitely group tackling, and all together there's at least 3 guys that get to the ball before the guy even gets to the line of scrimmage.
And if you get passed by all those guys, they have an excellent secondary. Their star defensive back had 12 interceptions last year. That was Michael Valeni. So the Swarm come back out now 4 wide, 2 to the right, 2 to the left.
The Chaos are showing blitz here. Let's see if they hold up to it. They're coming out of a 3-4.
Scott drops back to pass, looks to the left, throws it down deep, and that's going to fall out of bounds. Good coverage there. I believe that was
going
on
for number 80.
Number 80 for the Swarm, Jockey Moten. And as we take a look at the replay, it was a pretty nice throw, maybe a little bit overthrown. Moten made a nice recovery to try to get it, but just could not pull it down.
Desmond Perry and was all over him on that one. He wasn't getting by him on that.
So now we have a 4th and 22 as the Swarm can only go backwards right now. And they send in a different punter. Perez was out there. Now sending in the game is Tyrone McGee. As for the Chaos, number 21 is back to receive. Desmond Perry.
They have a new number for Desmond Perry. Desmond Perry's number 9. Tony Warren's a new guy. We're going to get his name in a minute. We're sorry. We apologize, guys.
So the punt
is a new guy on the team.
Lands and bounces in down to about the 25-yard line. So the Swarm will down it.
Hey, Mike. Who's number 21?
So 6:39 to go here in the second quarter. The Chaos up 7-0. This is SportsTownChicago.com, home of all Chicago Chaos games. I am Cody Grant, along with John Stevens.
Cody, the big dog.
And we had
Grant.
a penalty on the play. And that looks like it's going to go against the Chaos. And it was going to be a block in the back. So that's going to be a 15-yard penalty. That's going to move them back very far. And, John, they have not gotten much going on offense. They've been moving the ball, but then they seem to lose some focus, and they turned off over twice already.
Well, it seems like this whole second quarter has been all off of stupid penalties, and it's all been off of the defense just keeping them in this game. The Chaos got to do something productive like they got on that big run earlier this second half. Maybe they could do it second quarter. Maybe they could do it again here.
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't gone to Johnson more in the running game. So we set up now from the inside their own 10 out of the shotgun is Ayanati. Two wide receivers to the right, one to the left. He drops back, hands it off down to Johnson on the run. He fights forward at about the, did you see where he got down on there, John, about the 16?
Probably about a 4-yard run. Yep.
A 4-yard run.
4-yard gain.
So it'll be a 2nd and 6. 6:29 to go here in the second. As the Chaos in the huddle now. Swarm ready on defense. Chaos break huddle now. They come to the line of scrimmage.
The Swarm have been playing all right, too. They've been getting there on the ball, making some defensive plays. They're not letting any trickery, any play action fool them. So making the run backs run.
Out of the gun, drops back, looks to the right. Fakes now, running with the ball. Up the middle, finds some hole, gets down to about the 25. That's Anthony Ayanati, the quarterback of this team. He has not been throwing the ball very well, but he's pretty fast. He's athletic. If he can find a seam, he's going to take it. He's going to pick up positive yards for this Chaos team.
Yeah, that was a great run. He had nothing going down for him. It looked like a design run at first, but I'll tell you this, he keeps running like that, and Todd Bland keeps hitting him. He ain't going to be running that much longer. He needs to figure something out and go somewhere else because this Swarm is definitely going to be picking up on that.
So now the Chaos out of the gun. 2 wide receivers left. The handoff now to Johnson. He comes to the outside, breaks a tackle. Now 4, breaks another tackle at the 40, down to the 50. And he had one man to beat. He's at the 30 and brought down. I think that might have been a face mask. And there were the flags. 2 flags on the field.
Jonathan Harbin definitely used his hand to grabbed his face mask to pull him down. If not, that would have been a definite touchdown.
And that was number 28 in the 26 on the play.
Lorenzo Brandon. Yeah, there's multiple flags. This is going to be a personal foul. This is a saving touchdown right here. What a great run, though. He came out of the side. He broke it out.
That was actually Nate Cameo, number 28. And so very nice run, as you see on that play, breaking 2 tackles and he's using his speed. And he might have broken that one, and that defender had to use the face mask, and that's going to force another 15 yards.
Well, the defensive back, Chris Hulleman, for the Atomic Swarm, he totally just missed him. He could have came up right here, and he could have definitely done something. He just ran right by him. It's like he didn't even want to touch him or tackle him.
Just did a side step.
Yeah, he didn't want to tackle him. That would have saved another 20 yards plus a penalty.
So now the Chaos come out. They have the ball inside the red zone, about the 15-yard line. The shotgun is Anthony Iannotti. 2 wide receivers to his left, 1 to the right. They have a tight end in there. The snap, the fake handoff, the fade to the back of the end zone. It is caught, and he is in. Touchdown, Chaos. And the catch was made by number 89 of the Chaos. That is wide receiver Matthew Brochman. And that was an excellent design play there, John.
Yeah, that was a great throw in the back of the corner. What a nice fade route he ran there. The defense had no chance of getting the ball. Iannotti put the ball exactly where it needed to be, where a defender couldn't get it, or the receiver would have dropped it, and they would have had another chance to go at it again.
So we take a look at the replay. It was a play action, and he caught the safety of the Swarm off just a little bit, and it was just enough to get that throw to Matthew Brochman. So now it's 13-0 Chaos as they attempt the extra point. Number 14 there, Dominic Krzyzewski. With 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter, and the kick is up, and it is good. And there was looked like a late hit on the play. There was no flag came out, and Krzyzewski's yelling at the referees. He wants a call.
This touchdown has been brought to you by Chicago Chaos Football homepage, and on the Profit Minor League Football team, visit our updated site at chicagochaosfootball.com.
So we have a 14-0 game, and John, I think that's exactly what the Chaos want to do there is run the ball, pick up some yards. There's a reason why they've won 3 championships in this league, dominant offense and dominant defense. And they showed the defense today, and we're starting to see the offense come through now.
They're very versatile. They definitely could do the ball through the air. They definitely have the power to run the ball. They have a lot of good things on offense, but I'm telling you, the reason why they win and the way we've been seeing it in this first half, this Chaos defense has not let anything up. I think the Swarm offense is actually negative yards.
I believe you're correct.
We'll check with our statistician at the end of the halftime.
So again, this is SportsTownChicago.com. We are here at Babe Serpico Field in Melrose Park, Illinois, between the Chicago Chaos and the Zane Atomic Swarm. And the Chaos are 14-0. I am Cody Grant along with John Stevens, producer Ryan Fahey, as we get ready for the kick. Under 4 minutes to go here in the second. As Krzyzewski gets ready and runs up to put a boot on it, and it is a deep kick, nice kick. Little line drive, caught
by McKay.
At about the 10.
McKay's
moves over to the right. He's running side to side. You kind of want one north and south, and a big tackle right there down inside by number 9.
That is Desmond Perry. He's been all over the field today.
Let's look at that replay. You got to run more north to south, don't you think, John, than east to west?
You're right. This Atomic Swarm drive is going to be brought to you by the Midwest Minor League Association. www.facebook.com. You can find them at Midwest Minor League Association. As the Swarm come to the field, they're down 14-0 with less than 4 minutes in the first half. Remember, these are regular halves. And these quarters are 15 minutes apiece. If you guys paid attention with us last year, it was 9-on-9 with 45-minute continuous halves. But like this game here with the Swarm and the Chaos, we're doing NFL rules, and there's a confusion on the field amongst the referees. We have a little bit of a timeout here. Sorry for the delay.
As he comes up, call for the clock. The clock should be set at 3:50. 3 minutes and 50 seconds.
And our very own John Stevens helping out with these scoreboards tonight, so another prop for John Stevens.
Trying to.
So now the Swarm come out as we get the clock fixed. From inside their own 10-yard line. Out of the shotgun is Scott. Drops back to pass, looks to his right now, throws to his right, and caught. And the Chaos defense, although they missed the tackle, though, and he breaks outside. He's going to pick up some yards on that, John.
Yeah, number 80 is their number one receiver target, but Chaos definitely looked like they had him for a loss. He broke about 3 or 4 tackles and tippy-toed down the sideline and got a positive yardage, probably about 5 yards on the play. Bring 5 yards to get him out of that end zone a little bit.
Jockey Moten, so we're going to have a second and 4 here with 3:21 to go here in the second. Again, Chaos up 14-0 on the Swarm. They got to get something going quick here as they come out in a set. 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Scott out of the gun. Looks like the Chaos are in the 3 down linemen. Scott takes the handoff, getting pressure, scrambles to the right, and he is brought down. And there's a flag on the field.
Sack for the Chaos.
As we're trying to sort this out, see what's going on. That was scored a sack for the Chaos. Lost of yards on the quarterback. We'll see what the flag is. As someone is down on the field, I think that is Scott. Scott got banged up pretty hard on that play, and he is down. So I hope he's okay. He got hit pretty hard as we see the replay. And I think he twisted that ankle, the left ankle on the play.
I don't know if he twisted that, man. That might look a little bit more deep than that. That was a, oh, man. Sorry to be him right now.
So, again, we hope he's okay on the play as he went down pretty hard. He's still down on the field as the players come to our knee. We're going to take a quick break for SportsTownChicago.com.
It's time to kick off your career in radio or TV broadcasting. There's no better or faster way than the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Check out our website at beonair.com/Lombard or call us at 630-916-1700 to set up a tour and see all the hands-on training you can receive. The best part of the program is the job placement department that will help you find your first job in broadcasting. Just listen to what some of our recent graduates have to say about the program. Cheryl Scott with NBC5.
I think one of the most important things in the broadcasting industry really is getting a hands-on experience. And a lot of colleges and universities don't always offer that. Reach for, work for what you want to do and stay extremely focused. And if you do that and stay positive, I think everything will fall into place.
The Illinois Center for Broadcasting, where broadcasting careers begin.
Welcome back here at Melrose, Illinois. We are here between the Chaos and the Swarm. Coming back from the break, Anthony Scott on the play got hit pretty hard.
J.J. Perez is going to be the quarterback that comes on for Scott since he got injured.
So J.J. Perez, he was punting earlier. He will not be throwing as he comes in for quarterback, and it's going to be a 3rd and long here.
Thank you to our announcer standing next to me, gave us the little tip on that. Good job, Mike.
So the Swarm come on the field now. 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Got a running back in the backfield as number 22, Terrence Anderson. As Juan Perez now in the game, just joining us, coming for the injured Scott. Throws over the middle, a little behind him. The catch is made by number 1, Devin Jackson.
Nick Olson's there on the stop.
So that's going to bring up a 4th down. So 4th down. First down. So he got enough yards for the first down. 4th and short. Did you mark it short? Okay. So we have a 4th and short now.
They called a timeout. On the field, they're going to switch up the clientele, and they're bringing out the punt team. This timeout is definitely brought to you by Work Up Fitness is an indoor facility offering a unique approach to obstacle course training. Our services will accommodate the growing demand for this popular sport. Visit us at workupfitness.com.
Heck of an ad, John. So, bring on the punt team.
As we're back at Babes for Pico Field here.
And punting for the Swarm now. It was Perez at the start of the game. Now they're going to have Tyrone McGee. He also plays wide receiver for this team. And back to return for the Chaos is number 11, Jason Sumling. Punt is high and short, backing up. Chaos are going to let it go now, and this is going to take a favorable bounce for the Swarm as this bounces inside the 45 to about the 43 as they will down it there. So not too much action on that play as both special teams units come off the field. Offense of Chaos will come on, and the defense of the Swarm will come on. So 2:28 to go here in the second. Chaos have some time to put this game away, maybe, John.
Yeah, it's definitely the Swarm cannot let up any touchdowns here before they go into half. There'll be definitely a motivation for the Chaos offense, especially with this Chaos offense not doing anything. They haven't done anything spectacular except for that big run earlier.
And even if we talk about the run, it was just it wasn't a missed tackle. He just didn't want to tackle him, it seemed like.
Exactly. So let's see if the Chaos can probably put some more points on the board.
So the Chaos come out in a 4-wide set, spread formation. Anthony Iannati drops back, pitch to the left to number 28 down the sideline on the left, jumps out of bounds at about the 47-yard line. And that's Nate Cameo. He had that long run earlier.
It's going to be 2nd and 2.
So about an 8-yard run on that. 2nd and 2 now for the Chaos. Again, it's 14-0. Chaos, 2:23 to go. If you're just joining us, it's SportsTownChicago.com. I'm Cody Grant, along with John Stevens, Ryan Fahey, our producer.
That was a big run because he ran out of bounds to stop the clock, and they finally got the ball on their side of the field.
So now 2nd and 2 out of the gun is Anthony Iannati. The snap looks to the right on a little screen pass, and brought down immediately on the play is James Former.
Yeah, Chris Hulleman wasn't getting stopped by that. He definitely came up on that and stopped the receiver in his tracks. Actually, I think it was a yard or two loss there.
Yeah, so it's going to be that was actually a 2-yard loss. It's going to be a 2nd and 4 now as a timeout on the field.
And that timeout is going to be brought to you by the Iron Claw Tactical. Iron Claw Tactical designs superior firearms and accessories for the American hunter, sportsman, and gun enthusiast. If you are any of those or all, make sure Iron Claw Tactical is on your list of liked Facebook pages or visit us at ironclawtactical.com.
So as we come back out of the timeout, both teams still on respective sidelines. The referees talking in the middle of the field. And again, we are SportsTownChicago.com. We are here in Melrose, Illinois.
Melrose Park, Illinois.
Melrose Park, Illinois. Thank you, John.
They will definitely get upset if you don't put the park.
Melrose Park, Illinois, at Babes Pico Field. Chicago Chaos, 1-0 Chaos, I might add, against the
1-0 Atomic Swarm.
So Chaos up 14-0 in this game. And John, what has impressed you most with the Chaos?
You've probably heard me say it many times. This defense is incredible. Definitely keeping them in the game, and they've shut down a 42-point Atomic Swarm from week 1, and they haven't done anything in the first half. Just shows the kind of improvement and how tough this defense is. And like you said earlier in the broadcast, the reason why they have 3 championships in this league. But as we come out of the timeout right now, Iannati comes out of the backfield in a pilot position with 2 receivers to the top of the screen. The Atomic Swarm are running all over the field with a 4-3 nickelback formation. It's a fumbled snap. Iannati picks it up. It was a botched snap.
I don't want to say if that was designed, but I think it did pick up the first down. So it worked out to their advantage, at least close to the first down. They were 4 yards short. He picked up about 3 or 4. So it'll be a 4th and 1.
I'm surprised the Atomic Swarm don't use a timeout here with 4th and 1. They might get a ball back.
Yeah, but do you really want the ball with their offense right now?
No, yeah, exactly. They better stop him here because this is a.
I mean, they've. I think their defense may have more yards than their offense at this moment, so they have some adjustments to make at halftime.
They're just letting the clock go down, and they're going to punt it. That's exactly what the Chaos is going to do.
So now Swarm going to come off the field as they're going to let So the one.
They call a timeout on the field. The Chaos get a timeout. This timeout is definitely brought to you by consider all the good you do in your life and all those touch, support, and inspire. New York Life Insurance Company is here to help you continue that good. So give Terry Zachta, your local New York life agent, a call. She can help you plan your family's financial future so you can protect what matters most to you. You can reach Terry at 630-254-6979 or look for her at newyorklife.com. And we're back at the field. The timeout still. We're here at Babes Pico Field with about a minute and 10 seconds left in the first half. The Chaos have called a timeout as they're sitting on the 49-yard line of the Swarm. They're 4th and 1. As the score is 14-0.
So the Chaos are going to come on the field, and they're going to go for it here on the 4th and 1. So leading them out to the field is Anthony Iannetti. Iannetti. So Iannetti out of the shotgun. 2 wide receivers to the right, 2 to the left. 1 running back in the backfield as he looks to the sideline. Now set to set. Off the snap, the running back up the middle. That's number 27 as he fights forward. Easily gets the first down and more. Down to about the 43-yard line.
That was a big play right there to move the chains, even though there's about a minute left in the first half. This offense has to pick it up a little bit if they plan on getting some points, because right now this looks like a 55-yard field goal, and I don't think he's going to be able to do that.
And the clock's still running now, and I don't know if they're aware of that right now as they set up the line of scrimmage. 4 wide receiver spread. Iannetti fakes the handoff, looking deep, finally throws over the middle. It's short and tipped away. Intended receiver on that play was number 22, Josh Hampton.
Yeah, that was a well-poured throw. It was a good play-action pass. That defense bit on it a little bit, but then the throw was so poorly thrown that it kind of benefited the Swarm.
So 26 seconds to go here in the second. And the Chaos still have time to do something here. You know, take a couple shots. It's second down. Take a couple shots at the end zone and try to finish this game off early.
Yeah, go deep like they did and got that touchdown in the fade route. They do some big passing plays. They got wide receiver depth and threats.
So, Iannetti out of the shotgun. 4 wide receivers on the spread formation. To the right, to the left. Drops back pass, looks to his left. Throws it over the middle. Caught, turning upfield, and it hit hard down at about the 25-yard line. That was number 89 on the play of the Chaos, Matthew Brockman.
Yeah, Jonathan Harbin hopped him as he crossed the field. He almost dislodged the ball, but he held on to it as he went down, and now they get a first down as they move the chains.
And there would be the Chaos call a timeout.
There's a timeout on the field with 18 seconds left, and this timeout is brought to you by Grip Mouth Mouth Guards. Grip Mouth Guards is a custom mouth guard laboratory located in Melrose Park. Each of our mouth guards is carefully designed and handcrafted to your specifications. Visit us, gripmouthguards.com. And we're back here in the second quarter.
So there's 18 seconds to go. 14-0 here. Chaos in the lead. Again, this is SportsTownChicago.com. If you're just joining us, I am Cody Grant along with John Stevens, Ryan Fahey, our producer.
Hi, Ryan.
As Ryan waves to us.
His microphone's broke.
No, it's not.
So we have time here as a timeout. This Chaos defense has been very impressive this first half. This Swarm offense being so dominant from the game 1 they had last week. They haven't done much of anything.
Yeah, going from 42 points to now, obviously we didn't watch them last week. Just looking on the paper, though, 42, and now watching them, I can't believe this team put up 42 as what they've shown against the Chaos.
Yes.
So Chaos come out now out of the shotgun as Anthony Iannetti. 2 wide receivers to his left, 2 to the right. So directs traffic. In the backfield along with him is Jarrell Johnson on the left side. Iannetti rolls to the left, throws to the left now, and it's caught on the sidelines. He's in bounds. Making the catch was number 22 on the play, Josh Hampton. And we've seen him make a couple of catches in this game.
Yeah, he did an out route there. He did 10 yards, and he broke left to get his foot right in the great throw, keep it in bounds. Catches the ball, and then he goes out of bounds to stop the clock. Leaves him with 14 seconds left, and they're at about the 13-yard line.
Making the catch as the Chaos now in the huddle, the Swarm ready on defense.
On this possession, the Swarm seems like they don't have an answer for Iannetti. Iannetti seems like he's distributing the ball, finding the open receiver, and when they have to, they pound the ball, but I highly doubt they're going to run when there's 15 seconds left, or 14 seconds left in the first half.
So Iannetti comes out of the gun again. We've seen him in the gun pretty much all game. Only a couple times he was under center. 4 wide receiver set. Drops back, looks to the left. Throws it off to the running back, and that's number 2. There's a flag on the play as he scores a touchdown. The flag was in the backfield. I think that play is going to count as scoring on the play.
That's a touchdown for the Chaos. There's a flag. Early indications against the Chaos.
Yeah, the flag looks like it's going to be against the Chaos. It looks like there's a holding play We'll see what the referee says.
So that play should be coming back now.
Our head ref, John Bosco, is going to tell us right now what happened.
Throws it off to the running back, and that's number 2. There's a flag on the play as he scores a touchdown. It was a nice play call, and I don't think they needed a hold on that play. I think Ionetti would have gotten that ball off either way. So nonetheless, they move him back.
Holding on number 88. They're going to take
88 of the Chaos. They call for the penalty. Thomas Loving, tight end on the play. Off to the. I think he was just lined up as a tackle, though, on that one, as they had the 4 wide receivers already and the 1 running back. So now the Chaos in the huddle. They're backed up now to about the 23-yard line. There's only 6 seconds in this game, so you got to think there's a shot at the end zone.
Hail Mary time.
So Ionetti out of the gun. 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. As he sets the snap, drops back, steps up, throws to the end zone, and it has gone up and almost intercepted on the play. And that may, see what the time says on here, and that's going to do it for the first half.
There's 1 second left.
Oh, so
0.7 seconds, 0.7 tenths of a second left.
So 1 second left.
What great clock management over here. I don't think the Swarm like us too much. Especially with us clock management over here, saving a second left to put 3 points on the board. We're just doing the best we can here.
So kicking for the Chaos is Dominic Kozlowski.
Ionetti is going to be the holder. And there's a flag on the play.
That's going to be looks like a false start. That's going to move the Chaos back 5 yards.
That flag brings us to another personalized penalty flags and challenges. Great fundraising tool and the official flag of the GFL. Visit us at tookerflags.com. Tooker Flags.
So as we come back, it's going to be a 5-yard penalty, a false start in the Chaos. They're going to send them back 5 yards. So now it's going to be back at about the 30-yard line. So about a 47-yard field goal.
These referees have been busy this first half. I think this has been the 9th penalty in the game.
A lot of flags they have thrown, that's for sure.
Yeah, a lot of laundry on the field.
So the Swarm do send a man back.
Yeah, Chris Holman's back there.
Recreate a Devin Hester as the kick is up, and it's long enough. No, it is not long enough. Short enough, just a little bit short underneath the goalpost. So after 1 half, John, Chaos up 14-0 over the Swarm.
Yeah, and that first half has been brought to you by the Grit PSA. Your performance is worth more than a boil and a bite. Grit Mouth Guards is a custom mouth guard laboratory located in Melrose Park. Each of our mouth guards is carefully designed and handcrafted to your specifications. Visit us at gritmouthguards.com. Sorry, Cody, I didn't mean to cut you off there. Just getting that plug in.
Oh, no problem. Like I said, this is pretty new. I'm pretty new to this. Trying to get used to it and see what we're all doing. There's a lot of things to show. So we're going to send it over to Steve Suffern, our sideline reporter. I guess Steve is not ready for us, so we're keep it here for a little bit longer. As again, this is SportsTownChicago.com. We're at Babes for Pico Field in Melrose Park, Illinois.
Atomic Swarm are walking off the field, losing 14-0, as the Chaos have been nothing but dominant, especially on the defensive side of the ball here. We're having a little bit of a technical difficulty reaching our sideline reporter, but as we keep it going, we're going to let you know when he's ready, and we'll send him over to him now.
At halftime, we've got a 14-0 lead. I can tell you from going across the other side of the field that running back for the Swarm, Anthony Scott, is out with a dislocated wrist. They believe it's a dislocated wrist. He's not returning to this game. As far as everything else, you saw Anthony Ionetti through the air and the Chaos on the ground with a score. They'll tell you more about that as we send it back up to the guys. Guys?
Thanks a lot, Steve. Good work out there. As we're going to take a quick break for SportsTownChicago.com. We'll be back.
It's time to kick off your career in radio or TV broadcasting. There's no better or faster way than the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Check out our website at beonair.com/Lombard or call us at 630-916-1700 to set up a tour and see all the hands-on training you can receive. The best part of the program is the job placement department that will help you find your first job in broadcasting. Just listen to what some of our recent graduates have to say about the program. Cheryl Scott with NBC5.
I think one of the most important things in the broadcasting industry really is getting a hands-on experience. And a lot of colleges and universities don't always offer that. Reach for, work for what you want to do and stay extremely focused. And if you do that and stay positive, I think everything will fall into place.
The Illinois Center for Broadcasting, where broadcasting careers begin. It's time to kick off your career in radio or TV broadcasting. There's no better or faster way than the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Check out our website at beonair.com/Lombard or call us at 630-916-1700 to set up a tour and see all the hands-on training you can receive. The best part of the program is the job placement department that will help you find your first job in broadcasting. Just listen to what some of our recent graduates have to say about the program. Kevin Wood, Production Director, Next Media, Joliet.
My favorite part about going to the Illinois Center for Broadcasting was, first of all, I got to do everything here. For anybody looking to get into the program, I would say be ready to learn, be ready to get in here and really take your skills to another level on your own. The instructors can show you how to do it.
The Illinois Center for Broadcasting, where broadcasting careers begin.
Have you ever wanted a career in sports broadcasting? Matt Abaticola here, and I'm a graduate of the Illinois Center for Broadcasting in Lombard. Their program offers hands-on training in radio, television, and web design. You can host sports shows, do play-by-play and color commentary of live games. You'll learn on-air and behind-the-scenes skills just like I did. ICB Lombard's program offers internships, job placement, and financial aid for those who qualify. For more information, go to beonair.com or text MATT to 33239. That's MATT to 33239.
SportsTownChicago.com is your place for NIHL high school club hockey. Every goal, all of the checks, and every jarring hit. SportsTownChicago.com, in a league of our own.
Attention, family, friends, players, coaches, and fans. Are you a high school or college athlete that had your game covered by SportsTownChicago.com? You can relive the glory by going to our podcast section of our website to listen to all the past games over the last 2 years. Just go to the website at SportsTownChicago.com and check out the podcast section, and it'll take you right to your sport. Now that's SportsTownChicago.com.
SportsTownChicago.com, the only place where you can talk Pokemon with the Pokemaster. Bringing you all the pressing topics, brought to you by SportsTownChicago.com.
Check it out! Somebody make some noise in this joint, man!
Hey Chicago, it's Rufio here. People always ask me how I got my start in radio, and I tell them I'm an Illinois Center for Broadcasting graduate. With the on-air and behind-the-scenes training I received, I was able to be placed in an internship at KISS FM, and now I'm on the air. So go to beonair.com/career for more information. Don't wait. Enroll now at beonair.com/career.
SportsTownChicago.com.
Hey Chicago, what's going on? It's Rufio, and I have a question for you. Do you think you have what it takes to work in TV or radio? If you do, then check this out. The Illinois Center for Broadcasting is where you get hands-on experience and behind-the-scenes training from the industry's top professionals. The Illinois Center for Broadcasting gave me the tools for a career in radio, and they could do the same for you. For more information, go to beonair.com/career. beonair.com/career. Classes are just 3 days a week, so enroll now at beonair.com/career.
Lions and Tigers and
The Bears.
on SportsTownChicago.com.
What's up, Chicago? It's Rufio. Are you looking to get hands-on training for a career in radio or TV? Just do what I did and go to the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Whether you're looking to be on air or behind the scenes, the Illinois Center for Broadcasting is for you. As a graduate of ICB, I was placed in an internship with KISS FM, and now I'm on the air. You can do the same. For more info, go to beonair.com/career. That's beonair.com/career. What's up, everybody? It's Rufio. If you're looking for a career in radio or TV or entertainment, then do what I did and go to the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. They offer on-air and behind-the-scenes training with day and night classes. Check out their website at beonair.com/career or text career to 33239 for more info. Take it from me and text career right now to 33239.
You want to do a live sports show with up to 3 of your friends? Yeah. Would you like to be invited to live sporting events? Well, yeah. Well, you can now with SportsTownChicago.com. Sportstown Chicago is the home of the ICB Sports Network. Learn blogging, podcasting, and promos right here at SportsTownChicago.com. For more information, go to beonair.com or dial 630-916-1700. SportsTownChicago.com. We're in a league of our own.
If you rack 'em up, we'll cover the breaks. On SportsTownChicago.com.
If you want to take SportsTownChicago.com with you, now you can. You can listen to your favorites from SportsTownChicago.com on your phone with the TuneIn the radio app. Just download the TuneIn radio app, search Sportstown Chicago, and enjoy the content you expect from Sportstown Chicago on the run. Now, wherever you go, you can be a part of SportsTownChicago.com. We're in a league of our own.
106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
Where Chicago sports live. SportsTownChicago.com.
SportsTownChicago.com brings you the inside information and winning strategies from the top coaches in the state of Illinois for high school sports in their web video series, The Coach's Corner. Hear about how the coaches and players of the elite teams in the state practice in the offseason, stories that inspire them to achieve, pregame rituals, superstitions, and much more. Find out how the best of the best are the best with the Sportstown Chicago Coach's Corner. Only on SportsTownChicago.com. In a league of our own.
There's no crying. There's no crying in baseball.
Never crying and always delivering on SportsTownChicago.com.
Hey friends, this is Tom Waddle. You may know me as good old number 87 or as the better half of the Waddle and Sylvie show. People often ask me, hey Tom, how could you be so slow and make it in football? Well, I ignore that question and then they ask, Tom, how can I be on radio and TV like you? I tell them it takes drive and determination, and you need to learn how it all works. At the Illinois Center for Broadcasting in Lombard, you can do just that. ICB's enrolling students for day and evening classes right now. You can learn how to be a sports talk show host, a producer, do play-by-play, or shoot and edit video. Plus, you'll have a chance to get internships where you can tap into the knowledge of industry pros. They have affordable tuition and financial aid for those who qualify. And with job placement assistance, you can start your new career in less than a year. Go to beonair.com/Chicago Sports. See what the Illinois Center for Broadcasting has to offer. Visit ICB today. beonair.com/Chicago Sports.
Are you a pro wrestling fan? MMA fan? If so, you need to check out the free downloadable podcast at SportsTownChicago.com. These podcasts feature current and former pro wrestlers, up-and-coming MMA fighters, and top MMA contributors from around the country. To listen and download these great podcasts for free, go to SportsTownChicago.com.
Tony, say mama.
Mama.
Say dada.
Dada.
Say hi.
Hi.
Tony, say sportstownchicago.com.
No.
Why are we so blessed?
I think it's pretty obvious.
SportsTownChicago.com.
It is very much the school where you get out of it what you put into it.
The Illinois Center for Broadcasting in Lombard gets results.
My name is Misty Callahan, and I am a traffic reporter for Total Traffic and Weather Network.
From being on air to the all-important behind the scenes.
You're constantly doing projects, and it's like not just in class stuff, too. I mean, there are projects you have to do outside of class time as well as interning.
The Illinois Center for Broadcasting Lombard campus is where you go if you're serious about a career in broadcasting.
You had to come up with the show topics. You had to research the show topics, come up with talking points for your hosts. So it's not something that you just take a lackadaisical approach to. But if it's something that you really want to do, if you really want to be a reporter, if you really want to be on air, you really want to be a camera guy, then yeah, it's a program that'll at least give you the entry-level skills to help you get that first job in the business.
I'm Jonathan Hood, instructor at Illinois Center for Broadcasting in Lombard, and I suggest that you find out more today by going to the website beonair.com/Chicago Sports. That's beonair.com/Chicago Sports. What's up? It's Jonathan Hood from Chicago's Game Night. You've heard me talk about the Illinois Center for Broadcasting in Lombard, but what do the students think?
My name's John Stevens. I am a promotion coordinator at ESPN. Everybody was helpful. Everyone cared. All the teachers at ICB were really there and passionate about their job and sharing their idea and their dream with you so you could achieve your goal.
At ICB in Lombard, you learn the tools that will help you get that first job in the business. Dozens of industry pros teach you how to be on air, produce shows behind the scenes, work digital equipment, and design web pages.
And it works around your time. It's very flexible, and they work with you at every hour and any day they possibly can.
Plus internships, career placement assistance, and a commitment to your success.
I'm living the dream, and I suggest that everyone who has a passion for radio or television or web design, ICB is definitely a place for them to go.
Go to beonair.com/Chicago Sports to get started. That's beonair.com/Chicago Sports.
Just being part of the ESPN team is special, and it's all because of ICB.
Yeah. Welcome back, everybody, at SportsTownChicago.com. I'm Cody Grant, alongside me, John Stevens, and producer Ryan Fahey. We had Chaos went up 14-0 in that first half. They did have a couple turnovers after scoring their first touchdown, but they started picking things up. Their defense has been phenomenal. The Swarm have been hardly able to move the ball on their offensive end. They scored 42 points last week. They have nothing here after one half of football. So we have about 30 more minutes to go, exactly 30 more minutes to go in football. The Chaos again up 14-0. We are at Melrose Park, Illinois. This is Babe Serpico Field, and we are Sports Town Chicago home with the Chicago Chaos as we get ready to start the second half. And the Swarm,
they need to come out stronger than they did in the first half. That's all I know. They need to get a shutdown here, get the ball, and score, because that Chaos defense has smothered them so bad they haven't done anything.
They've been excellent, that's for sure. So getting ready to kick off are the Swarm as back deep.
Juan Perez.
So the kick is a line drive into the end zone. Taken outside the end zone. Number 3 is Samar McFarland. Gets hit hard and goes down at about the 22-23-yard line.
Javon Moulton with the tackle.
Jamar McFarland with the return.
First and 10 for the Chaos.
So Chaos come out. They have a first and 10 from their own 23-yard line, I believe. Drops back.
Yeah, this is a big stop. This is a big first drive in the second half for the Chaos here, because they can get momentum and start putting the foot on the throat and slowly taking time off the clock and running the score up, or the Swarm could really make a great defensive stand and maybe turn this whole game around and, you know, maybe get some points on the board. Like you said, they had a 42-0 win last week, and they're held scoreless in the first half. Is pretty incredible by this Chaos defense.
So the Chaos now come out. Anthony Iannotti out of the
Iannotti.
Out of the shotgun, wide receiver right. The handoff to the left, upfield now. Falling down is number 28 on the play, Nate Cameo. As he takes it forward. So second down now for the Chaos as they are in a huddle now.
The chains are on our side of the field, so it's going to be tougher for us to get the exact down. I don't know why they switched them over.
So the ball, though, at the 31-yard line. Just about a minute into the third quarter. Ayanati out of the gun, drops back, looks to the left, throws on a screen pass, dropped, and there's a flag on the field coming from the far judge.
Jonathan Harbin delivered a hit on that one. He wasn't fooled on the screen at all.
And I don't know if that might be on a defensive receiver. The Swarm players are pointing at the Chaos. The judge in the back made the call. So let's see. Because that might have been a hit to the defensive receiver as he was in the air.
We'll see what the penalty is. I have no idea what it is. Maybe a holding call.
And it's going to go against the Chaos. Yeah, chop block. Okay.
Yeah, that's dangerous when you're a defensive lineman and you're engaged in a lockup at chest to chest, and then another blocker that comes down and takes your legs out. You're defenseless. That's how injuries happen. A lot of ACLs, MCLs get ruined. Careers get ruined.
So that's going to move them back 15 yards.
That's a personal foul penalty.
So it would be about 2nd and 20 for the Chaos on the personal foul.
That penalty was brought to you by the Midwest Minor League Association. Go to their website at Facebook at Midwest Minor League Association.
So the Chaos now in a tough position here, but we've seen them get out of that all game as they have 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Ayanati out of the gun. The snap, drops back, looks to his left, pump fakes now back to his right, throws a deep pass right in front of us on the sideline, intended for Josh Hamilton on the right around the 45-yard line. Incomplete pass, so it brings us to a 3rd and 20 now.
Carlton Reynolds did not go for that pump fake whatsoever. He stayed with him all the way on that route and made that ball was overthrown. Good defensive play on the Swarm side of the ball there.
You stay with him the whole time, but if your Ayanati throw was a little bit outside, you want to try to put that in a position where possibly Josh Hampton can go up and make a play on the ball.
Yeah, either he goes up and makes the play or it goes out of bounds. It's a safe play, you know. There's no turnover risk. This is a big, I believe it's 3rd down.
3rd and 20.
Yeah, this is a huge play, defensive stand for the Swarm here. Don't let up that big play.
So Ayanati out of the shotgun, as he's been pretty much all game, like we said before. 4 wide receivers on the play, 2 on the right, 2 on the left. Ayanati drops back to pass, looks to his left, throws a bullet over the middle, caught and taken upfield, and I think that's going to be a 1st down as brought down. No, he had to go to the 42, right? Okay.
He's going to be about 5 yards, 6 yards short of the 1st down. It was a great crossing route where he made the pass. It was a bullet pass that went right through the hands of number 44, I believe. Todd Bland could have made a play on it, but good concentration on the tight end's part, and it's 4th and 3 now. We'll see what happens.
So it's Matthew Brockman making the catch. So we'll see what the Chaos do on this play on this 4th and 3. And it looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field, so they're going to go for this.
The clock is going. There's
a 12:05 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. As coming to the line is Anthony Ayanati, and a crucial play here for the Chaos. 4 wide receivers, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. In the backfield is number 28, Nate Cameo. Ayanati eyes the safety, snaps the ball, drops back, and he punts it, so it's a fake. And at a high punt, and it's going to bounce out of bounds at the 49 of the Chaos side as the Swarm will come out, coming up.
Yeah, that was a horrible punt. It was they tried to fake out the Swarm by showing that they were going to do a pass play, but they quick punt it, and it went off the side of his foot, and he probably only kicked it probably about 18 to 20 yards.
And I don't really like that decision by the Chaos. They've been dominating this game.
It's a great field position for the Swarm. Hopefully this Chaos defense can still do what they did in the first half. Now that the Swarm come out with a hurry-up offense, the Chaos are staying around looking lost. So they might get one here.
Swarm out of the gun. This is Perez. As he hands it off and brought down in the backfield was number 25 of the Swarm, Artavius Nixon, as he got nowhere on that one.
Nick Olson was all over him. This defense, once again, is not falling for anything. They're very aggressive, and they know where the ball's at all times.
That's about a 2.5-yard loss, maybe 3 yards loss. So it's going to be a second and 13, second and 13 for the Swarm. And John, they've had nothing going on offense. Nixon is their best offensive player. He's a dynamic runner. He can catch the balls out of the backfield, but he's been able to get nothing going against this Chaos defense.
Yeah, late in the second quarter, Anthony Scott got injured, so Perez is coming in here new, so we'll see what happens.
So Juan Perez out of the gun, 2 wide receivers to the right on the top of the screen, 2 on the bottom of the screen. Running back in the backfield is Nixon. The snap, drop back, looks to his left, now throws to his right, incomplete, short. And even if he made that catch, John, I think that would have went for a loss on the play. So it'll be a 3rd and 13 for the Swarm, as the Chaos defense has been dominating this entire game.
The Swarm right now looks confused. They don't know what they want to do on offense. They have substitutions running in and off the field. It looks very disorganized on that sideline right now. I'm surprised as they come out off a great defensive stand they just had to start the second half.
So Juan Perez comes out. We have trips right on the top of the screen, 1 receiver on the bottom, on the left. Perez out of the gun. Tavius Nixon in the backfield alongside with them. Chaos showing blitz. They drop back now in the throw. Perez over the middle, had an open man, just underthrew the throw. So we're going to be a 4th and 13 now for the Swarm. And John's getting to that point. I don't know if you go for it here, but you had nothing going on offense. Maybe try some trickery on the play.
It's funny you say that because if you think about it, this is probably the best field position they had all game. So I don't see why they would punt it because they haven't been on the Chaos side of the field all game, except for that one turnover, but that was caused by the defense. Their offense has been very unproductive. I'm very surprised, but that is also because Anthony Scott got injured. He's their number 1 guy like we started this broadcast. He knows what he's doing with the offense. Everything goes around him.
Yeah, it's tough to bring a second-string quarterback in the middle of a game when you're already down. I believe they were down 7-0 at the time. Trevor Scott won Player of the Week last week, so he's a very good player, very productive for this team, and he adds that dynamic rushing ability. So the punt now, punting team unit is out, as Tyrone McGee takes the snap and almost blocked on the play by the Chaos. It's a pretty good punt. Out to the outside, it bounces and picked up and fumbled and brought back down. That was on the play for the Chaos, number 15, Marvin Roan Jr., and that's going to be down at the 2.
And this change of field, the play comes from I Want Football 365. 365 days a year, we cover football all around the world. Visit us on Facebook for the perfect news feed. I Want Football 365.com.
And Marvin Rowan, really a mental mistake there. When it's that deep, you do not want to go on the ball as the defender was right there. That could have cost him big as he looked like he bobbled the ball, almost fumbled it. And that could have been another 3rd turnover. Swarm had nothing on offense. That could have been a momentum killer. But nonetheless,
that would have been a crucial turnover.
The Chaos will have a 1st and 10 deep inside their 10-yard line, inside their 5, actually, around the 2-yard line. As Ayanati out of the gun, a 4 wide spread. Drops back, hands it off to his running back, and he's stuffed at the line of scrimmage.
Is there a group of tacklers for the Swarm all over him? Like their name, they swarmed it. There was nothing getting out of this one, huh?
That was an A-plus joke there from John Stevens.
Got to have a little creativity on this broadcast here. We're not no John Madden and Pat Summerall, but we'll be there sooner or later.
We need some those yellow markers for John Madden to start circling stuff on the field.
We took the bus here, just like him. They come out on 2nd down on their own goal line.
So Ayanati, the shotgun, 4 wide receiver spread. He's got a running back, Nate Cameo, in the backfield, and he throws to the left, picked up, and down the sideline now. Good move out to the out-of-bounds line.
He jukes the defensive back for an extra 15 yards.
I'm trying to get a number. Was that Former on that play?
1st and 10 for the Chaos.
It leads to a 1st down. It was about a 15, 16-yard play. Gives them 1st and 10. The Swarm had these guys, too, around the pin on their goal line, and they let up a big play like that. This is what they needed to keep them in this game. the Chaos keep continuing to do what they're going to do, it's going to be a runaway.
As we take a look at the replay, it was actually number 3, Shamar McFarland. I believe it was the second catch of the game. So now 1st and 10, 3 wide receivers to the right as Ayanati drops back and he fakes the handoff. Now he scrambles to the left. He has some blockers on that. He throws it out of bounds. He had nowhere to go there. It was kind of a good idea of the swarm. It did not confuse them as they were running towards Ayanati as he scrambled outside.
It looked like it was a busted down play. It looked like it was going somewhere in the beginning with the fake handoff play action, but as he pulled it up, it ended up going out to nothing, and instead of taking a loss, it was a smart play on Ayanati to throw the ball out of play. It brings up third down. Second down, I'm sorry, second down. And the ball's at the 15-yard line of the Chaos.
So we have a 2nd and 10 here.
Under 8 minutes in the third quarter.
7:45 to go. Chaos up 14-0 here in the third quarter as Ayanati out of the shotgun spread formation as there's a broken down play and Ayanati's sacked. I don't know if there was just miscommunication on that play. I thought he looked like he was going to hand it off, but Nate Cameo was not there for him.
Yeah, he was all over him on that play.
So it's going to be a 3rd and 13 now for the Chaos. They're leading 14-0 in the game.
Go
ahead.
That was probably their biggest defensive stop so far this play to bring it to a 3rd and long.
But remember, the last 3rd and 13 the Chaos did have, they were able to pick up that first down. So we'll see what the Swarm can do. They need a stop, though, with only 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Have to get something going as the Chaos come out of the shotgun. Spread formation, 4 wide receivers. Ayanati out of the gun, looks to run on the left as he scrambles, throws. The cross body is intercepted and makes a juke move now going, trips up and is brought down inside the 10-yard line of the Chaos. So big play there by the Swarm defense.
Artavius Nixon made a great catch, but he is down. He's grabbing his knee. He's injured. He's not looking like he's going anywhere. He's hopping off the field right now to continue the change of possession. However, he returned the ball all the way back to probably about the 4-yard line. What a great play. What a very bad read, Ayanati, for throwing the ball over the middle. He must have not have seen him because it looked like it was a pass right to him.
So we hope he was okay, but we're going to send it over to Steve Sufferton on the sideline for a sideline interview.
We're here with starting quarterback for the Southern Illinois Salukis, Mark Ayanati. He's also a product of the MSL from Schaumburg. Mark, how's it going today?
It's good. I just love being out here, watching my brother go out here and compete and hope for a Chaos win.
Absolutely. And is there anything that you can take away watching your brother?
Yeah, he's always been my biggest role model growing up and everything, and basically paved the way for my whole football career, playing in the backyard and just, learning from him, seeing him play. So, every time I'm out here, I'm learning something new from just seeing him play, and, I'm proud of him.
That's really, really awesome stuff. And I guess the next thing is, Michael Pruitt, guy that you threw to, he's now a Minnesota Viking. What's it got to be like to see a guy getting to the show, a dream that you've probably got too?
Yeah, it's just kind of cool that, everything happened with him and everything worked out the way it did. And, I got in touch with him, kind of asked him about the process and everything he went through. And it's something I'm really looking forward to. But, it definitely put a lot of eyes on Southern Illinois' program. And, we got a lot of faces to turn going into this season. And, we got a good shot to, make something happen.
Very good. And speaking of this season, you just named the starting quarterback. Congratulations. And I know that we're looking at Indiana to start. Big Ten team, big game. What are you guys looking for, not just out of that game, but for the season in general?
Well, I feel like the biggest thing, we made a lot of coaching changes, not the same coaches, but we got a new defense coordinator taking over. Offensively, we're going to a up-tempo, quick, no-huddle, fast-paced offense. And, none of that's on film. We got a lot of guys who are under the radar, who have playing experience but haven't started before. A lot of guys, young guys, who are going to be able to come and step up. We're a brand new team, and I think Indiana, we got a chance to go in there and do something big and start the season off on the right foot.
Let's see if you guys can go a little better than 6-6. Hopefully it happens, and we really appreciate your time today. Mark Ayanati, starting quarterback for the Southern Illinois Salukis. Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thanks a lot,
guys,
Steve.
back to you.
Thanks a lot, Steve. As we head back to the game now, that was Mark Ayanati, Anthony Ayanati's younger brother, and he plays at Southern Illinois University as we have a flag on the field, and that looks like a false start on the Swarm as that will move them back 5 yards. And John, every time they catch a break, every time they force a turnover, it seems like their offense just shoots themselves in the foot.
Yeah, there's a lot of stupid penalties here. A lot of penalties that need to be fixed. Like we said, this is only the second game, so a lot of miscommunication going on amongst the linemen. But I'm sure this will be fixed as the games get played later in the season. But these are minor penalties that are definitely setting the Swarm back against an amazing Chaos defense that hasn't let up at pretty much anything. Like, I don't know the statistics, but I don't think they've done really anything on offense at all.
I would not be surprised if they did not have positive yardage. And
there was another flag on the play. There's two flags. The first flag was for a false start. The second play was for unsportsmanlike conduct against the Swarm for a dead ball fall, for talking back to the Chaos or yelling at the refs or something. These guys just got to stop talking and just play some ball.
That's just not smart there. That's going to add another 15 yards to already the 5-yard false start because it was a dead ball call. So Swarm come back out, trips to the left, one wide receiver to the right. In for the game for the injured Scott is Perez. As out of the gun, he drops back, throws to the left on a screen pass, and brought down immediately at about the 30-yard line. And we have another flag on the field. That was number 80, Jockey Moten, making the play, and referees short this out as there was some chippiness going on between the two teams. And it's going to be a personal foul on the Chaos. And I'm trying to, it looks like it's on, maybe on number 89 on the play as he, 99.
It's either Adam Nelson or it's going to be Matthew Brockman.
Take a look at the play as, take a look at 99 on immediately top of the screen, and it was trying to see, well, nonetheless, it's a 15-yard penalty, so the Swarm get that 15 yards right back, and the Chaos let them in red zone territory again.
It's going to be 1st and 10.
So Swarm do set it down. They have trips right, one wide receiver to the left, Perez out of the gun. He has running back number 26, Artavius Nixon, in the backfield as they are about to resume plays. The referees blow the whistle. Both teams set are ready to go.
The Chaos are in a 4-3.
Perez drops back, rolls out to his right, getting pressured. He just throws one up, and great play there by the defenseman of the Chaos.
Nicholas White was right there in front of him to make him throw the ball early, and there's some more extracurricular activity with the Swarm and the Chaos at the point of where the throw was. These guys got to let these guys play ball and just stop talking.
These teams really got to cut this out. I mean, show some sportsmanship. It's still a game here. It's 14-0, but the Swarm, I think they're just getting a little bit frustrated.
There's another penalty on the field. There's another flag on the field. I apologize. There's 2 flags on the field, letting the refs sort them out. These referees, John Bosco, Tim Pendergast, John Ferlito, Ken Kessler, and Jim Kettleson have been very, very busy this afternoon. Or evening here.
As now this is going to go against the Swarm. So we had a personal foul on the Swarm with 15 yards.
It was a
next play was personal foul on the Chaos with 15, and now this play a personal foul on the Swarm 15.
It was our quarterback Perez for unsportsmanlike after he got hit and released the ball. He didn't like being tackled.
Have you seen this many penalties in a row? 15 yards back and forth.
Sloppy play, second game of the year. Hopefully they correct it.
So Perez now out of the shotgun. Got one receiver to the left. He's got a tight end on the right and 2 receivers to his right. Is running back in the backfield. Perez drops back to throw. Looks to the right. Throws deep. He has a man in the end zone and overthrows him. Good coverage on the play by number 2 of the Chaos.
Michael Valenti stood there and made the receiver do a move. The ball was horribly thrown.
As you take a look at it, receiver head was open, but Perez just way overthrew that ball.
It seems like Valenti could have probably possibly intercepted that if he didn't just stand there.
Well, he had 12 last year. Maybe he feels a little jealous, but he doesn't want to get that many this year.
So we got the big-eyed Jamel Dudley hustling off the field over here. This Chaos defense has been unstoppable, and the Swarm shooting themselves in the foot with penalties doesn't help.
So Swarm now, it's 4:17 to go here in the third quarter.
It's third down.
Third down and 25 for the Swarm. As Perez drops back, looks right, and he is brought down for a sack. And that's going to be a penalty by number 91, and you got to quit knock this
No,
off.
it's not a penalty on number 91. It's a penalty on the Swarms. It's the quarterback again for personal foul. I'm pretty sure it's definitely the Swarm.
Let's see here. Offset or no?
Yep.
Oh, it will. Okay.
The Swarm, it's the quarterback again. That's his third personal foul penalty on this drive. If I was the Swarm defense right now, I'd grab my quarterback, who's supposed to be a leader, and tell him to calm down because he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing. He should be a leader, not a problem. As he gets together with the referee at the center of the field to continue to figure out why he keeps getting flagged.
So that's going to make this like make it about a fourth and 4. No, it'd be 3rd and 40 for the Swarm. 4th and 40, excuse me. So as the punt teams come out. And back to return the punt for the Chaos, as saw a little bit of visual there of Swarm players dancing, down 14-0.
I don't think their minds are in this game.
They are obviously not. So back to punt is Tyrone McGee.
The Chaos look like they're playing trickery here.
And in there, a high punt. Drops down at by the 22, bounces in, now gets a Chaos bounce back at the 22. So here in the third quarter, 3 minutes, 21 seconds ago, Chaos up 14-0.
And this possession for the Chaos, the second possession of the third quarter, is brought to you by Party Guard Chicago. Founder and partner, we are all inclusive tour operating company that promotes responsible entertainment. For all your transportation and event planning needs, go to partyguardchicago.com.
So again, this is sportstownchicago.com. We will be broadcasting every single Chicago Chaos home game. I am Cody Grant, alongside me, John Stevens, our producer, Ryan Fahey.
As the Swarm, as the team switched to put their offense and defense on the field, the whole Swarm defense is dancing to the music. It seems like they're so unfocused as the Chaos are huddled up, ready to go down the field 80 yards, hopefully, right?
I mean, you're down 14-0. You have to stay focused. As we look at the schedule moving forward, doesn't stay long there that long, but I mean, back to the Swarm, like you said, John, they're dancing on the field. They're down 14-0. Don't you want to win this game?
Doesn't make sense.
So the Chaos come out. Ayanadi out of the gun, hands it off to his running back, number 28, as he wrestled down Nate Cameo after a few yards on the play.
Yeah, the Swarm were led by Demaria Booth.
Sorry, John, here's the schedule now. So North Shore Express, they beat them last week, I believe 21-15. So next week, they have the Rock River Raptors. That'll be on the 29th. That will be here in Melrose Park, Illinois, another home game. So the Chicago Chaos looking to go in there with a 2-0 record after this game.
If it stays, if the Swarm keep playing like this,
well, I'll tell you what, the Swarm keeps
no-brainer.
dancing, and they want it. They look like they're better dancers than football players right now. Ryan Fahey looks like a pretty good dancer too.
No comment.
So the Chaos come back out. Two wide receivers to the right, one to the left. They pitch outside. Kind of moving forward there is, again, Nate Cameo, the running back, who's had a very good game today, John.
Chris Holoman was all over that one. He wasn't fooled on the pitch at all. It was kind of a sloppy toss. If the quarterback was looking for the defensive back to attack, he definitely didn't attack. He contained and he made the play.
Let's take a look at the replay. You see number 26 of the defensive Swarm just not focusing in on Nate Cameo, the Chaos, and bringing him down pretty quickly. So a minute 56 and counting to go here in the third quarter. It'd be a 3rd and 10 for the Chicago Chaos. They are up 14-0.
The Swarm have been coming out of the same defensive formation, a 4-3 with 2 safeties and 2 defensive backs. Led in the middle by number 44.
And now the Chaos, the last 2 times they have 3 wide receivers instead of 4, and so the spread, the throw to the left, over the middle of the field, and he grabs and takes a hit and gets right back up and does a little shake and bake. Is Shamar McFarland.
Jonathan Harbin really laid a licking on him, and he held on to the ball. That was a very impressive catch because a lot of balls have been underthrown this game, and a lot of balls have been dropped by the receivers. So it goes to show that these receivers, one of them showed up to catch the ball and play today.
And he took a lick on that. You just saw on our broadcast there. But he got right back up. He's not scared of anybody. He's going right back at the defenseman.
Off of a bunch of errors on their last possession for the Swarm with all the stupid penalties, the Chaos get the ball back, and now they're driving down the field as they're first and 10 at their own 35. A lot of stupid plays are going to cost this Swarm if they don't fix it up.
So the Chaos now, 3 wide receivers to the left as running back Nate Camaro runs out. The pitch.
Illegal motion.
Illegal motion, yeah, nice call. They did not have a receiver on the right side as he was moving forward as they snapped the football.
It's illegal motion, I believe. 2 guys moving at the same time. They had an empty backfield, the receiver, and as the running back was coming across, we're moving at the same, and that's what they're flagged for.
With Nate Cameo moving out to the wide, there was not the problem there, but he did not get set before receiver, I believe it was number...
Illegal shifting, illegal motion.
Yep. So, nonetheless, it'd be still first down. First and a few yards, 5-yard penalty, so it'll be first and 15 to the Chicago Chaos on their own 30-yard line. As they come up, get ready. We will resume play. As Ayanati out of the shotgun. 3 wide receivers to his left, also a tight end on the left side of the line. And the running back, Cameo on the left side of Ayanati. He pump fakes, holds on to it, pressure, trying to get away, and throws it to number 88. I believe he was an ineligible receiver on that play.
The Swarm defense, Ayanati had the defense up in the air on a pump fake, buy him some time, but that Swarm, the other side of the ball, continued to proceed, and they made a big defensive play there to make him throw the ball away. He was under a lot of pressure.
The Swarm defense has played all right in this game, as we're going to take a timeout, I believe, by the Swarm. 17 seconds ago. Now it's going to be the end of the quarter, so the clock runs out. So when we come back, we will start the 4th quarter. The Chaos up 14-0. SportsTownChicago.com. I'm Cody Grant with John Stevens, producer Ryan Fahey. We'll be back.
You love sports, you have drive and determination, but you need skills to work in sports broadcasting. Hey, this is Tom Waddle, and I'm here to tell you how to get those skills at the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Get hands-on training for a career in radio, TV, or digital media. Learn to be a host, producer, or shoot and edit video. With internships, day and night classes, affordable tuition, and job placement assistance, you can start a new career in less than a year at the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Go to beonair.com/Chicago Sports to put the ball in play. That's beonair.com/Chicago Sports.
Hey, it's Herb Lawrence. If you love sports and you want a career in broadcasting, then go to the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Log on to beonair.com right now. The Illinois Center for Broadcasting trains you for careers in radio, TV, and online media. With internships, financial aid for those who qualify, job placement assistance, and day and night classes, you could start your new career in less than a year. Log on to beonair.com right now. Take it from me, Herb Lawrence. Check out the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Go to beonair.com/Chicago Sports. That's beonair.com/Chicago Sports.
Welcome back, everybody, to Babe Serpico Field here in Melrose Park, Illinois. Game between the Chicago Chaos and the Zion Atomic Swarm. Chaos up 14-0. As we begin the 4th quarter, I am Cody Grant. Alongside me is John Stevens. Our producer is Ryan Fahey. So 3 quarters of football through, John, and I think both defenses have played pretty good. I think the low point has been the Swarm's offense. They move backwards more than they move forwards. And
well, frustration settling in, especially with the stupid personal foul penalties. They
were 3 in a row,
yeah.
two on the Swarm, 1 on the Chaos, right in succession. As the Chaos now come out, they have 3 wide receivers set, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Ayanati moves in motion to the right. Now he throws back across his body over to number 3, making the catch, and he moves forward. We have another flag on the field, and as Ayanati is down and he is slow to get up, I believe he is okay.
It was a personal late hit foul. It's going to be on number 14 on the Swarm.
So that's going to be the 15-yard penalty.
Personal foul.
Roughing the passer.
Once again, a stupid play by the Swarm.
Well, these guys
no
are out
discipline.
They're out there dancing as the referees are throwing those flags. It doesn't look like they even want to be here right now. And it's
this penalty has been brought to you by the Iron Claw Tactical Design, superior firearms and accessories for American hunter, sportsmen, and gun enthusiasts.
And so that's going to bring the ball all the way to the 40 of the Chaos. And John, they are killing themselves with these penalties right now, these personal fouls.
Yes, it definitely gives the Chaos a great field position, and they don't need it when they're up by 14 points.
not at all. And so Chaos come back out of the shotgun is Ayanati. 2 wide receivers left, one on the right, handoff up the middle. Some running room, spins forward, finally gets brought down as he's pushed back.
Yeah, the Swarm finally met up with him after he gained about 6 yards, and then he was driven back, but the forward momentum will keep him up there, so it'll be about 2nd and 5, 2nd and 4.
So we have a 37-yard line. So I believe they were at the 48, so about a 5-yard gain. So 2nd and 5 here. With just under 14 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Chaos up 14-0 as they break huddle and head to the line.
The Swarm are getting extra defenders in there, changing their defensive scheme.
They need to change something.
They're not dancing no more, Cody, I'll tell you that.
Realizing this game is coming to an end as the Chaos come out. 2 wide receivers on the left, 1 on the right. The screen pass. Moves over, jukes back inside. Now a stiff arm to the right, and he's going to be close to a first down. As this Chaos team is still playing hard, up 14. That was Josh Hampton making the play. And the Swarm player still talking.
Darius McKay airballed that tackle. Completely missed him. He got juked out of his own shoes.
And then look at this.
And then after the play, you got the Swarm guys talking smack. It's like, what are you doing?
You're down 14-0. There's no room to talk smack. You're getting your butts kicked out here. Just get back in the huddle, play some football, try to make some plays.
3rd down and 1.
As Anthony Ayanati out of the shotgun, 1 tight end in. He hands it off right at the middle, and power run there for about a gain of 8 or 9 by number 25, CJ Young.
The music that's been brought to you today between the first downs and at the touchdowns and a halftime show has been by DJ V, Chicagoland DJ Service. You can contact him at 708-510-0622. That's 708-510-0622, DJ V.
So nearing just under 12 minutes and 25 seconds here in the 4th. Chaos still up 14-0, and they're just pounding the rock now, getting some time off the clock. Power as Ayanati heads to the line of scrimmage. He's out of the shotgun. We have 1 tight end on the right, 2 wide receivers, 1 to the left, running back in the backfield. And that's going to be flags everywhere, and I believe we're going to get a false start as the ref signals. And that's going to move the Chaos back 5 yards.
One thing I could take away from this game besides Chaos, great defense, and a lack of discipline on the Swarm side of the ball, is the referees have definitely had their work cut out for them today.
Well, they've been throwing a lot of flags. There's been a lot of flags on the field. I mean, I lost count how many penalties there have been.
I don't have enough fingers and toes. I might have to borrow a couple. Ryan, how about you over here, huh? I can't hear you.
So Chaos come back out. 2 wide receivers to the left. Now the wide receiver number 22 motioning to the right, Josh Hampton. Now he's in the backfield. So 2 men in the backfield. Fake handoff. The quarterback keeper on the left gets a block on the outside. Now stiff arm down inside the 30 is Anthony Ayanati.
Darius McKay on the tackle there. This time he didn't get juked out, and he actually made the play and held on. But the problem is he already gained 15 yards before it happened. The Swarm defense is starting to get a little drained as they're having their hands on their hips, you know, being out here the whole time, and as the clock continues to run in the 4th quarter here as we're live at Babes for Pico Field. But this Chaos offense is definitely bringing the power, and they know their strategy and their weakness, and they're taking it to them.
And if I just showed you the turnover margin, you think the Swarm would be winning this game. But the Chaos have been doing a good job controlling the tempo, and it's been the Swarm's lack of discipline with all the personal fouls that keeping the Chaos in excellent field position as they snap the ball and hand it off up the middle, number 25. He has a power back as he rolls over defender CJ Young.
He's carrying about 3 or 4 Swarm defenders with him as he picks up another first down. And they seem to not have an answer to stop this running game the Chaos is continuing to bring on this drive.
As we take a look at that run, and Marshawn Lynch would have been proud of that beast mode.
That was a beast mode style run right there, and that just shows how tired this Atomic Swarm defense is, especially when they're not getting any help or any production from the offensive side of the ball as the Chaos come out of the huddle.
So Chaos come up to the line of scrimmage. 2 wide on the left, 1 on the right, tight end on the right, running back in the side as they move over. Number 22, Josh Hampton in the backfield. So 2 running backs in the backfield now. Hand off to Hampton as he cuts inside, now cuts outside, breaks the tackle, spins up middle, and he picks up a few yards. That should have gone for a loss. at best for the Chaos. He was able to spin out of there and get a few yards.
Well, that was a good play on the Swarm's defense because it shows that they still have a little fight in them. Even though this music's playing, look at you don't see them dancing no more. They're sitting there focused. They need to get a stop here, and hopefully it can turn the game around. The Swarm defense has a powerful offense, but they need to do something here to stop and get the ball back in the possession of their offense, especially with J.J. Perez. As the Chaos come out of the huddle, they have three receivers, a tight end to the right, halfback to the left of Ionati.
So as Ionati hands it off, up the middle, another run, and just powered through, legs turning, and it takes a whole swarm of Swarm defenders to finally push him back. That is C.J. Young, and it's really been a two-headed monster at running back here for the Chaos, with between Young now in the game after Jarrell Johnson.
It's like lightning and thunder.
Tennessee Titans running backs when Chris Johnson and smash him.
What's his Leonard White?
Leonard White, yeah.
Not Leonard White. I forgot his name. He played for USC. Liddell White.
Liddell White. They didn't last very long.
I'll tell you this: the first Smash Brothers that were running backs was Rod Dane and Tiki Barber back in 2001.
With the Giants.
Yes. But as the Chaos come out of the huddle again in the shotgun position, as they got three receivers with a halfback standing to the left of Ionati.
So Ionati out of the gun. Chaos inside the 10-yard line of the Swarm, looking to score and put this game away. The snap and the handoff on the reverse to, I believe that was number 3 or 6. Number 6, so James Former. And that's the second time they ran that play to Former. Earlier in the game, I believe in the second quarter, they had a big gain over on the other side of the field.
What they do is they spread him all the way out to the right side of the field, and then as they come to the line of scrimmage, he begins his run in motion, and the halfback goes to the right, and as he hands it off. There was a flag on the field, though, against the Chaos, so they're going to take it back 5 yards. They're going to redo first down.
So it'll still be a first and goal, but it's going to be outside the 10-yard line now.
That penalty was brought to us by Party Guard Chicago, funder and partner. We are all-inclusive operating company that promotes responsible entertainment. For all the transportation and event planning needs, go partyguardchicago.com.
So coming back in as the Chaos off that penalty. So they're back up of 5 yards. Ionati out of the shotgun now. Wide receiver to the right is Former, 2 to the left. Running back in the backfield, C.J. Young. Shotgun fake to C.J. Young. Now throws it to the right to Former in the end zone. He's up, and he comes down with it. Is he inbounds? And they're going to call it a touchdown.
Catch is good for a touchdown.
What a throw by Ionati, and what a catch by James Former.
Perfectly ran fade route, time and everything for the Ionati to step back and throw the ball with not being under pressure or attacked. Just great ball placement, great catch. Chaos offense, exactly what they needed to do. Take time off the clock, drive down the field, put 6 points, soon to be 7 on the board.
As we take a look at that highlight right there, Former just excellent eye control, excellent ball control to come down with that. As we take a look at one more time, the fake handoff, and Former just ran right by the corner on that play. Just too fast and too strong, and comes down with that as they get ready to attempt the point after.
It doesn't help either that the Swarm defense has been on the field the majority of the time, and when their offense is on the field, it's all because of penalties, and that sets them back. That touchdown was brought to you by Grit PSA. Your performance is worthy of more than a boil and bite. Grit Mouth Guards is a custom mouth guard laboratory located in Melrose Park. Each of our mouth guards is carefully designed and handcrafted to our specifications. Visit us at gritmouthguards.com. Also, Iron Claw Tactical designs superior firearms and accessories for the American hunter, sportsman, and gun enthusiasts. If you are any or all of these, make sure Iron Claw Tactical is on your list of liked Facebook pages, or visit us at ironclawtactical.com. ironclawtactical.com.
As we get ready to kick off after that touchdown, the Chaos up 21-0. Again, this is SportsTownChicago.com coverage of the Chicago Chaos and the
Atomic Swarm.
Swarm. A lot of names in that one.
It's a tongue twister.
It is. So
just
here in the fourth quarter, about halfway through, about 7:33 to go. And John, I'm so surprised. I can't believe this. You know, looking at last week what the Swarm were able to do, scoring 42 points. Their offense does not look like a team that can score 42 points. Obviously, they lost their starting quarterback,
Definitely
Anthony Scott, which is going to hurt you. And I really hope he's okay.
Yeah, we hope that he's healthy and he can return next week. He's a great player, great athlete, and a big addition to this offense for the Swarm.
And that's going to be a touchback, first touchback we've seen of the day. A nice kick. And what the Swarm did, they had their deep man up a lot more. There's a flag on the play, though.
Come on.
Another flag. Come on, we want to. That's going to be this game over. 21-0, 7:33 to go. Let's see what the flag is. So we check on the field. No signal yet from the officials as they huddle near the 10-yard line to discuss it.
We're waiting for the referees to come up with the decision to see what the foul was actually on.
And it's going to be on the it's going to be on the Swarm.
And it's declined.
And decline penalty. So now the...
Oh, it was unsportsmanlike. I'm sorry.
Another unsportsmanlike. Are you joking? Or are you serious?
No, unsportsmanlike.
Unsportsmanlike conduct again on the Swarm. Been a few too many of those.
Yeah. You know, we're here and we like to see both teams do very well. We're not here to bring down anybody, but the Atomic Swarm offense has definitely lacked discipline in the second half and has cost their team dearly.
And look who's back in the game is Anthony Scott, and good to see him back. You never want to see a football injury. As Scott takes the handoff and a little miscommunication, he's running side to side, and he finally gets brought down.
The Chaos defense swarmed them everywhere. There was nowhere to go. They closed the outside lanes. They forced him back to the middle, and I think he gained about 2 or 3 yards at most. Maybe no gain.
I don't know, is this a wise decision to bring Scott back in the game this late?
If there's nothing here that happens on this drive, I suggest that you let him heal his ankle or his knee, whatever he hurt. He looks a little sore right now.
So as the Swarm come back out, it'll be a second down here from inside their own 10-yard line.
I got a confirmed injury on it. It wasn't his leg, it was his wrist. His right wrist was dislocated as the Perez comes back in as the quarterback.
And the handoff to the outside brought down behind the line by the Chaos defense. Chaos defense has been all over the field in this game.
Yeah, the Chaos defense has definitely stepped up their game here. Incredible. There's nowhere for them to go anywhere. They have no answers for this defensive scheme.
So it'll be a third down now. It's 6 minutes, 10 seconds to go here in the game. Chicago Chaos up 21-0. Again, this is SportsTownChicago.com. We're here in Melrose Park, Illinois. I am Cody Grant. Alongside me is John Stevens. As the Swarm come out of the shotgun, it's Juan Perez with 2 running backs in the backfield for extra protection on the blocks. 2 wide receivers, 1 on the left, 1 on the right. Out of the gun, hands it off. Up the middle and brought down for no gain is number 22 on the play, Terrence Anderson of the Swarm. So it'll be a 4th down now.
It's 4th and long. 3 running plays in a row that went nowhere. Let's see what the Swarm do here. They can't, they're sending their punting unit out. They have no choice, really. You can't turn over the ball here this deep in your end of the area and expect any kind of positive note except for just frustration. This Swarm offense has been very, very unprogressive. What's the word I'm looking for there? You know, like they just haven't done anything efficient on the offense.
Yeah, like I said, I'm really surprised. I thought this was going to be a very close game after I did not watch the game last week of the Swarm, but I saw they put up 42 points. I'm telling you, maybe this team is clicking. They're much more disciplined when the stuff aren't going their way. And it happens with a lot of players to kind of get frustrated, and they put too many penalties today as they will send out the punting unit. So back to punt is number 8 on the Swarm, Tyrone McGee.
It's blocked.
It's blocked punt.
And it's recovered in the
picked up by
Swarm.
the Swarm, and he's going to take it up to the 20-yard line, and he fumbles out of bounds.
And it's a face
mask. There's a flag on the field, so that's going to be a face mask, you said, John, on the Chaos.
We'll see what happens here.
So that's going to, what a break for the Swarm.
personal foul
Yep,
face mask against the Chaos. Their one bad penalty of the game. And it gives life for the Swarm. This offense needed this. This is exactly the kind of break they needed, especially with all the lack of discipline earlier in the third quarter, fourth quarter, with all those personal penalties like that. We'll see what happens here. This is a great break for the Swarm. The Chaos defense hasn't done anything wrong until that play. And you know what? It didn't even look like he grabbed his face mask as we sit here and look on the replay.
Yeah, it was a tough call there for the Chaos. But as we run under, still about some time left here in the fourth quarter.
About less than 5 minutes in the fourth quarter.
So Swarm will come out of the gun as Perez. He's got two running backs in the backfield, two wide receivers to the right, one to the left. Perez out of the gun, waits for the snap. Drops back, fakes the handoff, looks to his left, throws deep. He has a man on the corner, takes the catch, takes a hit, and now he fumbles. And it looks like the Chaos have it. They recover.
I'm surprised they even gave him the catch.
And that's going to be number 13, DJ Reynolds, made the catch, came down. I think he established position with 2 feet in, made a football move. So I believe that is the right no call on that. As we'll take a timeout here for the Chaos as they will come back and have possession. Already up 21-0.
It was a great play. What a great throw. He caught the ball. Too unfortunate that he just got hit so hard. He put the ball on the ground, and it was another turnover, costly turnover. The Chaos, all they have to do is come out here and just run the rest of the clock out, and hopefully they secure a 21-0 win.
Well, I think the 21-0 lead right now, under 4 minutes to go, is pretty safe. Especially the way the Chaos have been playing
on defense.
Exactly. I believe they're going to go in next week with a 2-0 record. Swarm will probably fall to 1-1 as we have this play out of the shotgun. This Ayanati hands it off to right up the middle, and he breaks a few tackles, and that was about a 15-yard gain there for running back number 28, Nate Kameu, who did a lot of damage in the first half. And then came back with C.J. Young, but he has a very nice run there. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Chaos as they move the chains.
The Chaos are doing exactly what they did on the last drive with power in the football, running this clock, just taking some time off the clock, and you know what? Wearing down this defense that seems to be out there the whole game in the second half. The Swarm offense hasn't really done anything except for the last penalty. This defense has to be exhausted.
So we're a 1st and 10 around the 32, 33-yard line as the Chaos come out. Out of the shotgun is Anthony Ayanati. 2 wide receivers left, 2 to the right. Drops back, throws to the left, and dropped. And we have not seen Shamar McFarland drop many passes.
And that drop pass brings us to Windy City Protection. Are you familiar with LifeLock? Are you familiar with LegalZoom? This is like both on steroids for less money. Visit us at WindyCityProtection.com.
So on that play, like I said, Shamar McFarland dropping the pass. We've seen him catch some make some very difficult plays today. That one right to him, just couldn't hang on.
He got excited. He took his eyes off the ball.
But why are the Chaos passing still right now?
There's 2 things. Either you could just practice because this is week 2, or because they believe that the Swarm might be able to put points up.
And there's a run right there, and another big-time run for Nate Kameu.
As the umpire went for the ride.
Yeah, he landed.
He's all right. He's up. He's healthy, laughing, shaking it off. What a big-time run for the Chaos as they get the ball inside the 23-yard line. As they keep running the ball, the Swarm have no answer. This is a great offensive strategy here by the head coach of the Chaos.
Well, they came out passing a lot with a lot of short throws. It wasn't really working, so making some adjustments. And the Chaos just in full control of this game. It's been their defense, but their offense moving the ball when they need to. As they come out of the shotgun.
They got a 4-receiver spread with a halfback to the left.
Anthony Anati takes the handoff, drops back, throws to the outside, caught by number 6, breaks a tackle and pulls upfield, and finally wrestled down. That was James Former.
Eric Leto spun him around for a couple times before they bring him down to the ground after he gets about 3 yards before they see where they spot this ball.
So it'll be a 2nd and 7 now inside the 20. They're going to spot it, I believe.
At the 18-yard line.
18-yard line. So 2nd down and 7. Chaos under 2 minutes in this game.
Just take time off the clock. This game's already in the bag.
21-0. Chaos in the lead. If you're just joining us, again, this is SportsTownChicago.com. We are in Melrose Park, Illinois. I'm Cody Grant along with John Stevens, producer Ryan Fahey. 2nd and 7 here for the Chaos. Anthony Iannotti out of the shotgun, 4 wide receiver spread. In the backfield is running back number 22, Josh Hampton. I'm sorry, number 28, Nate Camille, as he throws to the end zone, and it is caught, and I believe he got both feet down. That's going to be a touchdown, and they signal, and what a throw and what a catch. That was number 3, Shamar McFarland. I told you he's making the difficult catches. He dropped one the previous throw to him, but he finds that one as he loses the pad out of jersey. Take a look at the replay on this one, John.
Yeah, he did a great play action, and he just did, once again, he just threw it seemed like it was a fade route to the corner. Perfect position to get his feet in bounds. Makes the catch, gets a touchdown, and they get 6 more points on the board as they come out here to attempt the extra try. There's a couple guys forgot they scored. They're running out a little late here. There's less than 2 minutes in the 4th quarter with a 27, soon-to-be 28-point lead. What a great game by the Chaos as they finally got it together in the second half. The first half they were winning 14-0, but second half they look a lot more dominant. Their defense really shut down that offense, and they came together as a unit.
And Anthony Iannotti has really been hot in the second half. Now he's thrown 2 interceptions in this game, but we're really seeing what he can do getting close to the end zone. He threw 40 touchdowns last year. He's off to a good start this year.
And that touchdown brings us to Midwest Minor League Association. Go to their Facebook page and click like. And another, Work Up Fitness is an indoor facility offering a unique approach to obstacle course training. Our services will accommodate the growing demand for this popular sport. Visit us at workupfitness.com.
So
the Chaos get ready to kick it off over here.
As they are up 28-0. And Sean, how dominant has this Chaos defense been?
This defense has been really good this second half. The whole game has been lights out, but it looks really good on video. But when you're here seeing what happened, a lot of mental penalties on the Swarm offense that consistently set them back. Every time they had any kind of production going or momentum, a personal foul or some kind of disliking would happen and they get a flag on it. It's just not good.
So the kickoff is a low line drive, squib kick. Picked up.
Number 24, 34, 34.
Out to the left. Finds a blocker. Down, gets about to close to the 30-yard line. Picked up.
Number 24, 34, 34.
Out to the left. So we are winding down here at Melrose Park, Illinois. Minute 43 to go here in the 4th.
This Swarm.
And I'd like to thank the director, former Creighton star Peter Ferreri, also big Dolphins fan. Cameras, Tim Helms, Jimmy Adamek, and Rosa Manrique. Our producer, our big friendly producer, Ryan Fahey. Sideline reporter, Steve Sufferdin. And the color commentator, John Stevens. And thanks a lot, John, for doing this game with me. I really appreciate it. You taught me a lot.
No problem, buddy. We're all learning here.
As a minute 43 to go, the Swarm out of the shotgun is Perez. 2 running backs in the backfield. Hands it off. Over to the left on the run. Close to the 35-yard line.
The clock continues to run. It was a draw play. Looked like it was stuffed by the Chaos defense. He busted it out to the left. Probably got about 2 or 3 yards.
So 2nd and 8 for the Swarm. A minute 20 to go as the clock winds down. 4th quarter, again, Chaos up 28-0. So Swarm in the huddle as they break. Perez out of the shotgun. Two running backs in the backfield, wide receiver to the left, wide receiver to the right.
He's in a pistol formation with a fullback to the right of him and a tailback behind him. As he fakes the handoff to the fullback, he pitches it to the halfback where he has nowhere to go. As he swings it back left around, he's appointing blockers. He swings it back to his right again. He's making moves left and right. He does all that for probably about 5 yards. What a play. A lot of running left to right, trying to set up his blockers, but the time that he would set up a blocker, the Chaos defense was so on it. And once again, it brings me to, this Chaos defense leads me to another mouth guard tactical PSA, your performance is worthy of more than a boil of a bite. Grit Mouthguards is a custom mouthguard laboratory located in Melrose Park. Each of our mouthguards are carefully designed and handcrafted to your specifications. Visit us at gritmouthguards.com.
So that'll do it for us. 2-1, see if we get the playoff. And that's going to do it. So 28-0. Chicago Chaos, full domination. Swarm scored 42 points last week, 0 this week. What did it for the Chaos? Obviously the defense was so dominating, John.
Yeah, the defense definitely are the stars of this show. I wouldn't give it to one individual. I'd say the whole defense everywhere. All 11 of these guys showed up to play. And, you know, the only thing that takes away from this game is don't get too excited because the Swarm did a lot of mental errors. And, you know, there's a lot of improvement on both sides of the ball since it's only week 2. But what a great, fantastic game as they get all together in the second half.
And I like what you said about that. I wouldn't give it to one individual. That defense swarming the ball carrier whenever they came up. It seemed like there were 3 or 4 white jerseys at all times on any running play. They were smart. They were disciplined. Offense would run the ball very well. They had a two-headed monster with their 2 running backs, a lot of power, a lot of speed. So good game for the Chaos as they go to 2-0 on the season. This Swarm team will drop to 1-1. As we got one more week until the Swarm's 3rd game of the year. So we're gonna do it, we'll do it here for us.
As we were sitting here as they shake hands, what a great game here at Babe Serpico Field. The final score was 28-0. What a great defensive stance by the Chaos. The Swarm, you know, they had some production until the injury in the second happened to Anthony Scott on his wrist with a dislocated wrist. When you lose a dynamic duo star like that with passing and rushing, you know, it makes Nixon do a little bit more. It takes them off of their offensive balance. And the Chaos capitalized on that and shut them down all over.
Yeah, to your point, Anthony Scott, like we said last year, this was a running team. They ran the ball more times than they passed it. And Anthony Scott, a player like that, a quarterback that has the legs, has the athleticism, get out of the pocket, and make some plays outside. They were able to not do any of that with them not on the field, and Chaos were going to take advantage of it.
Tell them to stop. Yeah. As the both teams come to the center of the field, they come here to do a prayer. What a great game, though. What a great game by the Chaos. These guys definitely improved from what they said that they didn't think they were going to do such great in the beginning. Their offense definitely put points on the board, and their defense did everything they needed to do and keep that 0 up there.
Yeah, and they had a slow start today. I believe they scored 7 after the first quarter, another 7 in the second quarter, and then that offense in the fourth really came alive with the running game. And I think to your point, the Swarm's defense was on the field way too long.
They
just
probably
got
were on
worn
the
out.
field for out of the 60 minutes. They're probably on the field for at least 40 of the minutes, probably more than that. And you know, like we said, you know, it's week 2. A lot of frustration settling in. One of the first nice days it's been in Chicago in a long time. The sun's out. You know, little things just upset you and bother you, but you can't take stupid penalties. And stupid penalties is definitely what set this game different in the third quarter. With 4 or 5 personal foul penalties, that's uncalled for. You can't do that. And the Chaos capitalized on it.
Yep, and
plain and simple.
3 in a row at that one point. And Chaos, they did everything they needed to do in this game. 28-0, like we said, as the players break from the middle of the field.
That's a good sportsmanship where they all come together at the end and, you know, leave their fight on the field and go off and do what they got to do. As we're looking at these replays on the field right now, you can see that the Chaos, with these play-action pass, get 7 points in the corner. What a great catch.
And that was a touchdown right in the fourth.
Yeah, Shamar McFarland kept his feet in, his hands, eyes, everything. And like we've been saying the whole game, and we've repeated ourselves many times, Anthony Ionati has played a terrific second half. He got his offense all together. That run and bang offense was great. That tough run definitely took the energy out of the Swarm defense, and it was just great. And if they continue to bring this each week, they're going to be unstoppable and possibly win their 4th championship in 4 years.
Should be a fun season to watch. And I'd like to say thanks again to our director, Peter Ferrari, The cameraman, Tim Helms, Jimmy Adamek, and Rosa Enrique. Our producer, Ryan Fahey. Our sideline reporter, Steve Sufferdin. Our color commentator, John Stevens. Thanks a lot, and we're gonna head over to the field. We have a interview for Steve Sufferdin. Take it away, Steve.
We're here with Anthony Iannotti, quarterback for the Chicago Chaos. Anthony, the Swarm come off a 42-point win, or a game where they scored 42 points. You blank them here tonight. How does that make you guys feel?
Honestly, going back to last season, the heart of our team has been our defense, especially transition to 11-man game. The offense is going to have a little bit more of a learning curve. Defense comes out, they hold them to 0 points, gives us great field position all night. That's going to help our offense mature and, get the yards and make the plays that we need to, but also learn and move forward. So it was a real big effort by all of them tonight. I'm super proud, and just moving forward, that's what we need every single night.
Absolutely, and although you made a couple mistakes, you had a couple interceptions, you also did throw a couple touchdown passes, and you guys looked good as an offense. What does that mean, being able to overcome a couple of turnovers in a game?
Well, just as a quarterback, you always got to have a short memory. Can't let any play, anything dictate the game. You got to erase from your memory and move forward with the next series, make the adjustments, and that's what being a leader. That's what my job is for this team. Is they see me holding my head down, everyone else is going to get down. I got to pick it up. I got to pick my game up. They were simple mistakes, simple breakdowns. We're going to get it fixed. We'll get it fixed. And like I said, it's a learning curve. We're not even close to our potential yet. We have all the weapons, but it's a change. It's change to 11-man, and we gotta keep practicing, keep working, keep pushing. We're not gonna get there without the work, but I can see it. I can see where this team's gonna go, and it's places. Let me tell you.
Someone I know who is a very huge fan of yours and someone who's been watching you tonight is your brother Mark. Yeah. I had a chance to talk to him a little earlier in the game. He's really proud of you. He's a huge fan of yours. He said that growing up with you, it's been something that has helped him along. What do you see in him that maybe you saw in yourself growing up that has helped him be where he is out at Southern Illinois?
Honestly, it's just the work ethic. It's the mentality. Growing up, we were always pushed by our father, by our mother, by our coaches. We always had the best coaching staff, and that work ethic was instilled in us from the beginning. And getting out there early, putting that hours in the film room, in the weight room, all the intangibles off the field that helps put everything together. That's what makes a special player. And he's right there with me. I've brought him along and taught him as much as I can, and now he's building on it, and I'm so proud of him to see where he's going. Potential NFL player next year at this time. So, I wish him the best, and go get him, man.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much to Mark. Wow. Mark and Anthony. We had Mark on earlier. We've got Anthony right here with us, taking the time to talk to us here on SportsTownChicago.com. Really appreciate it, and go get him next week.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Guys, get back to you.
Thanks a lot, Steve. Again, that was Anthony Iannotti, quarterback for the Chicago Chaos, who had an excellent game. We're going to wrap it up here. Again, I'm Cody Grant with John Stevens and our producer, Ryan Fahey. We'll be back next week. Have a good night. SportsTownChicago.com.